Shout out to everybody here on the live. Shout out to Jordan. Shout out to my squirrel nuts. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on into the live, man. What a day we have planned for you today. We have news. We have gems. We have... Oh, yeah, it is. This sound, what are you talking about? That's a lie. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? That's not true. All right, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And we have an awesome show as I get disrupted by my staff. Thank you for helping me, staff, but let the man roll, baby. Let the man roll, all right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time as we move forward. Maybe the Jordan thing didn't have sound, but I believe it did, you know? Double check. Yeah, it had sound.
Double top, I remember Costa Rica.
There you go. Anyway.
Double top my
Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And let's jump on into the day. Appreciate you. That threw me off bad, man. Ask Sean what was no sound, please. You know? So I can fix it next time. Was it the Jordan thing? Please find out right away. Thank you. All right. Moving forward. ALBT, 9.5%. Uni, 1-inch. DeFi making a big move. We're going to look at the total market cap right off the bat. RLC looks like it's going to bounce and go parabolic. Oversold. Once that bounce off that bottom trend line, touching the 200-day moving average, I'm telling you right now, this thing could make a bit of a move. It has AI involved. RLC. Let's talk about FET BTC. I gave the FET BTC trade down here when I started looking at it. Then I gave another flag. This thing would continue to the upside. In my trading group, I give you BTC pairs. That's right. I have an actual space for just BTC pairs for the people that love to grow their Bitcoin. I teach Bitcoin growth. I teach you how to slowly, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, but I teach you how to use technical analysis to change your life. I personally am sweating like a pig right now. Babe, could you get me a towel? Sweating profusely. Hot in this house. Open a window. For crying out loud, the lifer. Sweating like a freaking ocean right now. Jesus. Disgusting. I look like a no. You know what I was going to say, right? But I'm not saying it. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's bring that music down a little bit. A little too much. But look, we hit FET BTC for massive gain. A big towel? How about a little towel? Like, hand me a freaking whole towel for my face? Come on, man. Like, hand me a hand towel, my love. She's like laughing at my face. She thinks it's funny. Let's put the lemon into the water. She wants me to... My God, that lemon is good. Drank the whole dang thing. I worked out today. I was going hard. But FET BTC, man, I was all over this puppy. All over it. I was also on AGIX BTC. I know where the money's going to flow and how to grow that Bitcoin, baby. Thank you so much. I love you, my love. Thank you so much. I already have the blazer on, and it's hiding my piece. Put my piece away. Fully strapped. So look, the idea here is you grow the BTC, right? Even right now, it's still holding 22%. One Bitcoin makes 1.2 Bitcoin. The idea is to get enough Bitcoins, 5, 6, 7, that you're willing to trade one away to gain more. As you get more confidence, you trade more and more Satoshis. Eventually, you can turn 10 Bitcoin into 100 Bitcoin, 5 Bitcoin into 25 Bitcoin. You name it, it's completely up to you. Look at this 4-hour oversold. Starting to flag out yet again. This thing could continue to the upside for legs, baby. I'm just saying. Like, maybe it comes down for a pullback, but the 4-hour looks like it could get legs. These are BTC pairs. We teach you this in the trading group. A lot of people don't, a lot of people join my group and they don't even know. Look, we drew this yesterday. We drew this flag. I got my measured move here, and I predicted and projected the fact that we would go to $850 billion. No indicator is going to do that for you, okay? No indicator is going to give you the measured move and tell you exactly where you're going. You're going to figure that out on your own. Indicators are great. They can get you up to speed. They can show you what you need. But honestly, I'm the indicator, man. I can see it exactly how it needs to be seen. I'm seeing this, though. You got some bearish divvy on the 4-hour now, on a bigger time frame. Now, it's been negated on the 1-hour. I get it. We had it. It just kind of, it's not like it was negated. There was bearish div. We did get a pullback. However, like I tell everybody, the more and more I learn about divergences, someone said they don't occur. They do occur. They just occur smaller than you would have thought. And why? Because you had a support and resistance area. Look, you had previous resistance, resistance, resistance. You had a bounce, bounce, resistance there. So when you came to this area, you had to take into effect that you would have a bit of a pullback. So yes, we had bearish div right there. It was definitely there. Look, swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up. But we came down and bounced off the support. If you don't know your support and resistance, then you're just going to short all the way down. But then you're like, well, we might stop here. We might stop there. That's why I have my lines drawn, okay? So look, yesterday we predicted that the total market cap could break to the upside, and it did. It went exactly to the target. Can you believe that? Measured moves are deadly. Someone asked why. I was doing a tutoring yesterday. Yesterday I did a complete tutoring on TradingView, like just kind of all the tips and tricks and things that I use for TradingView. I'm going to upload it right now to the trading group so you guys have that. I'll upload it to the learning library, all right? The learning library, the place where I have all the information you need to get ahead, all right? Don't need it. I guess I put a thing in there, funny. Downloads, documents, Zoom, TradingView Zoom, excellent. Boom, video, and we'll throw that up. Maybe too big, yeah, too powerful, 500 megs. Okay, we'll have to upload to YouTube and give you a link. We'll figure that out at the end of the stream. So what do we see happening for the day? Why do we look at the total market cap? Because that's going to give you a big piece of insight. Remember we talked how much 800 billion was important? Then we said that we had to get back above 842. This level was big too, $828 billion. We did it. We did it, everybody. We got above it. Look, low, high, low, right? That's a lower low than that. Then we started an uptrend. And when we started the uptrend, we needed to make a higher high, higher than $841 billion. We did it. Now we're slumping back to that area, but we did get up there to the ups. We closed the 1 hour candle above that previous 1 hour candle. That is a higher high. You must assume now in this trend, high, low, higher high, higher low, that we're making a trend and we will make a higher low. We could bounce off 809. Again, I'm going to say this again. I do not want to see us going lower than $800 billion. $800 billion could be our new floor. We had it here, had it here, had it here. We lost it. We had a beautiful bounce off 750. We did not want to give it up. If we had given it up, remember when I showed you this? This was scary business. There was no support here. Look, till we fell all the way down to $566 billion. There was no support. None at all. You see what I'm saying? So that was like a very sketchy time right there. And we were bear flagging. It didn't look good, but we found our way. You know, we found bullish divergence. I drew the Sammy cup and handy to the upside, right? That almost nobody else saw. But again, the cup and handle, why do I use it so much? Because it comes in handy and most people don't see it. Who else was on the cup and handle? Randall on Crypto Love. I got to get him on the show. We got to discuss this cup and handle together. I can't wait to get it in. We'll do it. So I got to reach out to Randall and get him back on the show. I will. He's been on the show multiple times. He was the first big YouTuber to really bring me into the YouTube community. God bless Randall. You're the man, dude. If you're out there listening, or if someone could clip this out and just send it to his Discord for me, that would be cool, right? Or put a link, you know, Cup and Randall, my man, Jamie, always getting sweet with it. And shout out to everybody. May we pray for everybody in the world, no matter who they are. Even pray for Danny. Danny, we love you, man. And God bless you, man. May you have the most successful life in your world, and may everything happen that you would want and dream. Sorry things didn't work out. May God bless you. I'll never talk about it again, but may God bless you, man. And positive energy your way. The first person you hurt when you hate anybody or talk about anybody else is yourself. You want to stay positive in the most positive light. I love everybody here. Thank you for jumping on in, and let's keep it moving every single day. So look, that flag did boom to the upside. And look, the 1 hour saying, hey, I may actually want to make another move. We had CPI data today, right? A lot of people kind of got ready for that. We're still in a flag here for Bitcoin. Up and down, but we maintain the flag. Being able to understand how price action goes up and down and still maintaining the flag, we talked about that yesterday. Oh, so important, okay? Oh, so important. So, just like the last few days, this flag broke out. This flag broke out. This flag broke out. All the oscillators were oversold, but I kept drawing flags in the 1 hour. My ability to compartmentalize smaller time frames and just really zero in and focus on that time frame alone and not let all the other time frames. So it's crazy. My system is combining multiple time frames. Yet then I know when not to look at the so all the time I'm looking at heavy signals. The daily is and then out of nowhere, I'll just trade the 1 hour only and stop looking at all the other and people will be like, wait, how does he know when to do that? I honestly don't know how I know. It's a subconscious thing that's going on in your brain. If you watch enough price action, you'll make decisions that you can't really explain. Like you'll know what to do, and then you'll just kind of start seeing it. You know what I mean? That's why I just need to see the charts and I see what happens and it is what it is, right? It's also you beautiful people that help every single day. It's you showing up. It's you coming to the stream. It's just the energy, the vibe, the feeling. Shout out to everybody here. 447, 158 likes, the most people we've had since the December slump. Shout out to everybody coming back into the live. Look out for more content too. We're going to be hitting you with more content every single week. Wednesday at 7 p.m. We have Jason Casper lined up, Crypto Blood lined up, and more for your viewing pleasure. And you know I'm going to ask the questions. I'm going to make them laugh. Hanging out with the lifer is different than them hanging out with anybody else in the space. We're going to hit them. We're going to make them laugh. We're going to have jokes. And we're going to really break down, you know, a lot of awesome tech. We're going to go back and forth, talk about their strategy, my strategy, laugh about it, have fun, break it down. I cannot wait for these collabs. We're going to have a blast throughout the internet. We're going to do it all year long, and we're going to make a beautiful community out of the crypto space. So God bless each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your love. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. Boom, boom, boom. Shout out to everybody here in the game. Keep it coming, brother. Hit that like button. Shout out to everybody here in the live, man. And we got to pour a little bit out for Ankle Cootsy Bootsy. I'm going to really let it hit the floor. Just got to pour a little bit out, man. Brush your shoulders off. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for here. My simple statement of the day is Crypto Lifer is the real deal. No one is more on point and dedicated to us all. Thank you for what you do, brother. Lean, do, learn, do, grow, succeed. Let's go. Lifer Vision. Shout out to Trevor TVA. CryptoFace calls it electronic telepathy. It is. It's just something that happens when you're in the space all the time, grinding. You get this little gem of light inside of your brain. You get this little knowledge that everyone else wants, but they can't get unless they give it 110% into the charts. Everybody wants it, but you can only get it if you give it your all. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Shout out to Jesse Nemesil. Shout out to DK. Shout out to Wen Dizzle. Shout out to my awesome crew, Justin Cashmore. I'm stoked. Sounds like you got a new Blue Crew position open. Shout out to Emery Thomason. This is true. Who wants to apply? Tonight, don't miss out. When you join the 99 Lifer Trading Group, you get to join the 99 weekly Zoom private screen share Thursday. Email cryptolifers@gmail. Tonight, we do a private screen share. We go over my token metrics account. We talk about all the gems that are coming up next week. Last week, we did it. We knew Ocean was coming out. We figured out about the AI coins before they were hot. We did it because little gems started coming out. Then we put it together. Look at AI coins. We knew every AI coin that was going to be hot. We nailed them. Look, I even have a setup for Covalent. Covalent is getting ready, in my humble opinion. Let this 22-hour reset. It's struggling a little bit, but it's consolidating in such a beautiful manner. It's made a bowl. Usually at the end of the bowl, it will blast. This hasn't made the blast yet. It's an AI coin. I think it's just getting accumulated and people are waiting. Again, it could dump to the downside and nothing could happen. I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. I'm just a probability guy going over the charts. But really, we have more than enough. Yeah, DK's like, we got enough, man. We're full, man. No more blue positions needed. Shout out to everybody here on the live. And I'm so blessed, right? That we have that many moderators willing to show up, get the knowledge, and do what they do. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on in. Thank you, Sean, for helping me out. It probably was the Jordan clip. Right, babe? Did you ever get back to me on that? Nope. No one got back to me on it. Interesting. I didn't even get a message in my thing, so I don't know what happened there, but we'll get back. So anyway, Covalent on the radar for a nice move to the upside, getting tighter. Not perfect by all my calculations, but, you know, oversold in that 4 hours. Just the consolidation. See the tight consolidation, tight moving averages. I wouldn't be surprised in a week and a half, 2 weeks, Covalent makes a move to the upside. I am personally in a trade right now on ALTRADY. All right, let me show my ALTRADY account. I want to start showing it all the time. I got to get into a habit. Once I get into a habit, it'll be all the time. I don't sign into it in the morning, and then I got to sign in, and then I don't want to distract you, waste your time. So this is why I didn't do it recently. But I love ALTRADY. I sat down with Benoit, the designer, and I also sat down with the co-creator, the guy who, the founder and creator. I shouldn't say co-creator, the guy who created the dang thing. And, you know, he's at my ear. I can call him. He can call me. We have a good relationship. If there's anything in the program that you want to see tweaked, they're all about our community doing that. So we've told them we want Max Global. We told them about some other changes that we really liked when it came to 3 commas, and they're going to be able to make those fixes. So riding with my team, we have good contacts and good control throughout the industry. And I'm just a good guy to know if you want to get things done. I'm telling you right now. I'm highly respected throughout the industry. People know and love me. And we have good contacts through and through. All right. So the trade's been pretty flat. It's been a pretty annoying trade. This is ALTRADY though. And what I like about it, it shows my take profit 1, shows my take profit 2, take profit at the first resistance, take profit at the last part there. My stop loss sitting there. I got in on this wick. I'm protected by 2 nice support zones here right now, but I could easily get stopped out. Here's my stop right here. I'm protected by here, here, and here. I got 3 positions to hopefully keep me safe, right? It's super consolidated. I mean, you can see it without drawing a line. I mean, that thing is tighter than I don't know what to say, but look, it shows you how long it's been open. It gives you everything. Long, smart position. Shows you how much is in the trade. 1,400, not a huge trade. I'm just getting started with ALTRADY. Yo, Lifer, just a quick hello. Have a blessed day. Shout out to Nate LA for the $9.99, man. Let's get you on the screen, buddy. Thank you so much for the love. Shout out to Nate LA for the $9.99. May God bless you and yours. You are a blessed man. You're awesome, man. Toit is a toiga. I like Emery. Toit is a toiga. Everyone that does that loves it. You know my status, man. Toit like a toiga, baby. Sexy, baby. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Randy, baby. He's like, allow myself to introduce myself. My name is Ricky. No, he's like, and this is my wife, Oprah. Oh, that's so funny, man. Number 2. I grew up on that, man. I love gold. Oh, man. Money blesses me. Money blesses you, man. Hey, Lifer, can you show how to modify a trade after it's made? Like you did a simple buy, then wanted to add a stop loss to take profit after on ALTRADY. You know, all you have to do is drag this down. Just grab this and drag it. Simple as that, right? Hit the edit button, I believe, and you can drag it. It's that simple. Now you're making me move my stop loss. Then you can do the same thing here and drag. You can just double click, right? Press in control while zooming in to maintain the chart position, right? Do I have to place the order now that it's done though? Once I've moved it. Yeah, I think I have to now place the order again. I don't know. You're getting me take profit too. No. I don't want it. No, I'm good. I got the stop loss ready to go. You could just drag it as far as I'm concerned. That's all. You just drag these positions. It's very simple. Shows you your P&L here. I'm up 4%, $60 on $1,300, right? This has been flat for days. I'll be honest. This has been one of the flattest trades I've ever seen in my life. We talked about XYO. I teach this over and over again. It pumped huge. We nailed the pump. We called it on a little bit of a flag here on the live stream a couple days ago. On the 7-minute, actually began an absolute blast to the upside. That would boom. Congrats on the 10K Twitter followers. Thank you so much, man. God bless you. God bless you, man. And let's celebrate 10K. 10K. I have an awesome tweet here that I'm going to read out. And you know what? We're going to give away, we're going to do something nice for somebody. I don't like using that word because it's not. Would you rather? Here it is right here. We had 110 people answer this. So we're going to fly through this. 8,400 people saw this tweet. Twitter is blowing up, man. More people see my tweets than ever before. Shout out to Elon. Thank you for the love. You're growing my business greatly. Elon has made my business amazing. He's helped my life out in a huge way. He gave me my first blue check. He got rid of the scammers. He took care of so many issues in my life with that blue check. When people know you make $1 million a year, they go after you hard. You know what I mean? Sorry, I shouldn't even say that, but it's true. So look, Bitcoin, still crazy about ETH. And that's why I hid my Discord number. I didn't want people knowing. After a while, I was like, you could go to Patreon and just look at the Patreon. Because that used to happen to me. I was like at work, right? I'm making my money. I'm doing my thing. And I'm watching Mitch Ray. And then I go to his Patreon. I'm like, the guy makes what? I go to Ben Cohen. I'm like, dude, he has that many people paying for... I was like... That's when I was like, man, YouTube is the freaking... I was watching these guys on YouTube, man, doing it. And I was like, man, I got the look. I got the voice. I said, man, I could knock this out the park, baby. I dreamed of it. I dreamed of it every day at work, staring at my screens. I really did. I was just like, why am I at work every day listening to a boss when I could be being my own boss and finding my own way? Anyway, that's what it's all about. Shout out to the 524 beautiful people, 200 likes. Can we get the likes up to the watchers, baby? It would be amazing. You would make my day. You would make our day. You would make everybody's day that loves me. You'd probably make a friend hitting that like button because people are like, wow, you like the lifer like me? We should hang out. We could have a loyal group. So look, Bitcoin all day, baby. So I asked people, real quick, I asked the general consensus, would you rather hold 10 Bitcoin or the equivalent ETH or gold bars? Let me know. 2 ETH, 7 Bitcoin, I'd be chilling, says After Hours. He says the Tom Hanks look. Right? Bitcoin going to at least 5K in the next few years. Gold may double if lucky. So because we hit 10,000 followers, we're going to celebrate today. $50 in BTC to the coolest response I get here. And I didn't even say that it was going to happen, and you people really still responded. So that's why I'm doing this genuine act of kindness here. So look, I love my Bitcoin, but I think at the moment I'd prefer ETH. ETH. Short-term to trade ETH equivalent, long-term to invest 10 Bitcoin. More of a silver stacker than gold, though. My man, Mystic Nat. I feel that. 10 BTC, 10 ETH. Let's see who wins. It could be you. You don't want to go anywhere. Sugu Makano, equivalent in Nano. Chief Goldblum, EA Crypto, Gold Baz. Wagme Games. Okay, I like this dude. ETH, BTC. I'd rather own ETH long-term at the moment. We all seen that ETH has held its own during this bear market versus Bitcoin. Okay. Gold bars. Will we get to Garrick Soloway's 645 ETH? I don't know. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing he said that. It's just something that he was like, that's where I'd like to load up. I mean, that was a level. Probably ETH. Can I chart and diversify equally between all three? Yeah. I have trust issues. Neither of those three. Wow, my man. Nothing. He wants something different. What is it then? I want to know. What is it then? Right? As I typo my way through life. I take gold bars, baby. Ooh, wow, old school. I'm just looking for that tweet that really tickles my fancy, gets me going. Technically, I'd rather diversify. I'm not going to go all-in type person. I like gold bars and my MMTPU to return to me. It's funny. 10 coin, no brainer. Bitcoin over 100K, I'll take the gold. 10 Bitcoin, gold. Wow. Equal parts Bitcoin. I want something that just so ridiculous makes me laugh. I'm looking for that, that pop. I'm looking for that pop. Like when the Celtics popped the Pelicans last night. Dude, no one has a chance, man. We going to the finals, baby. I shouldn't say that. Hopefully we go to the finals. You know what I mean? No, don't want to jinx us. But we're looking really good halfway through the season here. I'm excited for the Celtics. Going to try to go to at least 5 Celtics games this year and catch a playoff game if I can. Equivalent in quant and swing Bitcoin after its parabolic run and Bitcoin is on the dip. You know what? That's a good idea. I like that. I'm going to look at the best idea too. 39,000 IMX. I like it because he's on his own thing. And he says Dragon. Let's see this guy. 64 followers. Panic equals profit. Real Tom Dragon. I have an enter strategy. My opinion should be nobody's. Origin of the bullish ITM shot. Eagle spread. 339 following. All right. Dragon, you're in, dude. Dragon, if you're out there, we'll message you because he may not be watching, right? But if he's out there, Dragon, we'll message you. Dragon, $50 BTC, man. We got you. Dragon, the real Tom Dragon, dude. I like it. It is what it is. I also had to pick something. It was time to go. So it is what it is. Let's take a look at Bitcoin here on Binance. All right. So I started a new structure here that I haven't seen anybody draw yet. It's the symmetrical triangle. And look, the Sammy Cup and Heady to the upside, right? What a blast to the upside. Now, how could you figure out where we were going? And how can you figure out where we're going to go? That is the question, all right? Well, last night, if you watched my update to my peoples, I said, you know what? The probability is to short the market, hands down. That's the probability. That's what the probability says. It says to short the market. But the idea here is this, right? Probability to short the market. But I said rising wedges break up parabolically, and the 1 hour was low in the stochastics, and we had to give the 1 hour that respect. We gave the 1 hour that respect, and lo and behold, it broke out of this flag to the upside. We had the flag drawn on the live. I was, saying maybe we make a right shoulder and dump. But if we get above that point of control, another thing that I've talked about on my live every single day over and over again. I'm a VRVP trader. I really am. I started trading it hardcore about a year ago. And honestly, it changed my trading style. A lot of times when I saw some things in my oscillators that were a little off, I would trust in the VRVP and it would play out. I said last night on my live, even talking to people, we could just forget all the indicators and just the second you get above a point of control, open up a long. You coincide that with getting above the 200-day moving average on the 4 hour. So if you can get above a 200 and a point of control, you have a high likelihood of making gains. So literally, if you were in my trading group, we the last month, honestly, we've been really focused on the 200 SMA. Who here has learned a lot about the 200 SMA? Best TA in the game. Shout out to Sean Aaron. Who here has learned a lot about the 200 SMA? And I'm one of the only traders on YouTube that uses simple moving averages. A lot of them use the exponential moving average, the EMA ribbons, and a bunch of indicators. I really am one of the only old school guys out here doing it old school. You know what I mean? But showing you that you can do it old school. All right? I've seen so many people take trades and make trades and make gains off of the 200 SMA as I keep pointing it out. What you want to see is you want to see the other moving averages getting close, far away from it, and then you want to see the price action get up to the 200 SMA. All right? Let me show you BTC USD. Let's just focus on the 200 SMA for a second. Then I'm going to get into Bitcoin dominance. I'm going to get into DXY. I'm going to get into the ES1. We're going to get into the overall world markets. Do not worry. Send in your super chats too. I will feed them out as we go through. We'll get them done. Yesterday we got like 20 or 30 done. It was amazing. Shout out to everybody here. $11.99 in super chats. This is my song coming up too, baby. I love it. Let's go. Woo. Woo-wee. Yeah, can you get the hamster? You want to get the hamster? No? I got a little hamster over here. Can I get him out? Right now. So he's doing his thing, all right? He's asleep right now. Sure, this will bite me on me. So I gotta be careful. What if I could just keep him on my shoulder and he'll stay there? It's a bit ridiculous. Like, this is absurd. Now I need to, like... I mean, this is absolutely absurd. I have no... I've never had a hamster in my life. Like, I have no clue what I'm doing. I don't know if he's going to end up on my face. I don't know where he's going to go. I don't know where he's going to go. I'm hoping he doesn't, like... Hoping he just chills. I think I'm just going to stay super relaxed and just chill. All right? My man said snake food. He's going to pee and shit on my coat, though. And then I'm going to have to get it dry cleaned seriously, right? It's not going to work out here. Like, this probably isn't going to be a good look. He will pee on you. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to start getting him where he needs to be for the day. I'd love to keep him there for the whole stream, and I think it would be really good for, like, some viewership, but I really don't want to ruin my clothes. You know what I mean? So I think I'm going to put him back for now. Do you guys want him to stay? It's up to you. If you want him to stay, he stays. They love wires. Oh, yeah. He's cleaning himself now. I'm going to let him go back into his hole. He's happy. He's happy. He's cool, though. He's cool. He's chill. He's chill. All right. Jacket is too nice for the pee. Yeah, he got like little stuff all over me. But anyway, I try to make it fun for y'all. Anyway, let's get back into the chat. You didn't come here to look at a hamster. You came here to look at the charts. But every once in a while, I want you to understand that you might see something you never thought possible here on the show. All right, so how do we know where Bitcoin was going to go? Let me show you how. I'll recreate it, but, anyway. And I'm not going to say I called that long. A lot of times I say, I nailed it. Jason Casper did a really good job. I didn't nail that one this time. I'll have to be dead honest with you. Check it out. What I did, though, is I did call out this, and I said, do not short. I said I would not short the market. I would wait for the 1 hour to find its way. And basically, I said either you add up a short here, put a long here. I said short long, possibly. But then at the last minute last night, I said, man, you got to wait for this 1 hour. I wouldn't open up a short till the 1 hour found its way. And then, boom, the 1 hour short did find its way. How did you know where we're going to go? Let me show you real quick. If I go to BTC, USD, I'm going to just make it really clear and easy for you. I'm going to teach you something right now. This is my old Coinbase chart, right? So look, we knew we made a rising wedge, so you would have started forming the rising wedge. You have to know patterns to find measured moves. You're not going to know where price is going if you don't have the pattern down, right? The pattern is by the angle. You have to be really key about the angle. Like that angle is key, that angle is key. And then you have to be like pretty like on point about how tight you are with the angle. I'm super anal about all this behavior, and that's why I see things. So look, the measured move is the length of the base of the triangle every time. So that's the length, right? Then you would push it here, and then you would swing this to the upside, right? And it kind of, that got you to the first resistance there, and then we got that push up. But that did get you to 18,051. So like, it wouldn't have been crazy for you to believe that if this breaks out, right? And these break out parabolically. I talk about rising wedges when they don't. Another thing that we saw was price action was well above the 200 SMA. That's a bullish sign. Again, I'm talking about the 200 SMA again. The entire month, it's all about the 200 SMA. Put the rodent away. You're blurry. But am I still blurry? Hold on, let me fix that. Am I still blurry? Are you guys latent? Let's double check. I probably am a little blurry. Yeah, I'm a little blurry. My hair's acting up too. How I get not blurry is you put a can here. I'm teaching you. You got to zoom in all the way. You got to at least make sure the can's like on point. And then there you go. I mean, you should see, I should be pretty good there. I think I could be a touch better, but I need a camera in at that point. Anyway, let's get back into brass tacks. Sorry about this today. All right. So that's how you can figure out how a rising wedge could break up parabolically. All right. Also, you want to look at where your stochastics are as you're at the tip of the wedge. We got to the tip of the wedge and we had low stochastics in the 1 hour. I made a beautiful video of how to trade a wedge. I wonder if I could find it real quick for you and post it into the chat. How to trade rising wedges. I'm pretty sure I made a video about it. Crypto Lifer. And I gave you some key insight about it. Look, I came up on the live there. Because I'm saying the word rising wedge. I wonder if that's happening. Right? It's in the learning library for sure. There it is. Look, the rising wedge. This is an amazing... you got this has only 1,800 views. This is evergreen content you could watch for the rest of your life. And that's another thing, everybody. I have so much evergreen content that's going to be valid for a long, long time. Please do yourself a favor. Head into my YouTube channel and jump into the playlist. When you get to the playlist, go over and find the, where do we have? We have like trading, pro trader tips. I'm telling you right now, view this entire playlist. You should run through these. This is an entire school right here. People would charge you thousands of dollars for this.
Hi, my name is Sam Price, professional crypto trader.
This is an amazing idea here about how to trade, how to 10x an altcoin. So many different ideas. I would get into that. That is an education, and it's overlooked because no one realizes how much value I put in. Because most people don't put that much value in areas like that, so it's overlooked for the masses because they're like, there would be no that much. I'm telling you, that's an entire class, really, basically built in to my YouTube channel. It's ready to go for you. Okay, moving forward. Shout out to the 553 beautiful people on the live. Can I get the likes up to the watchers? Greatly appreciate your love and concern for me. Thank you. So look, that is a double top. Funny. Jordan today. Double tops. Double top. But that is a double top. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I identify everything that I see. It is a double top, however you want it to be or not. And honestly, you could say that it hit the measured move already. Let me show you. The double top would have been this M pattern here. All right. See this? And the measured move would be the top of an M to the middle, and you would swing that to your neckline. And look, where did we wick to? Pretty close to the measured move. Now, that was CPI data. They try to use CPI data to get people kind of squiggly, like high squiggle. Made me think of high squiggle. But they use CPI data to get people squiggly. That's what they did. I knew they were going to do it. I was like, they're not going to allow price action to stay flat today. They're going to at least do some type of wackiness. Now, is this making a diamond pattern? That's what we have to ask ourselves. Are we starting to form some type of diamond here that could break to the downside, right? Diamonds do break to the downside if they break back in. We are at a resistance. We didn't get over 18,300, which is the next level to get above this 18,400 wick. We wicked right to it. Clear as day resistance. So that's something that we have to talk about. We have to discuss. All right. So look, let's make our big boy resistance here. So this is our big boy resistance now. This is our next level to achieve. And you have to say, like I showed you, you had your high, you had your low. You made a higher high, right? You make a lower low now. It's just what's likely to happen on the trend, all right? The problem is when Bitcoin gets into these positions, the obvious is never correct. So we obvious to short the market right now. We're overextended. Multiple timeframes are overbought. Let me show you the anomalies. Yesterday, I did not get to show the anomalies that I wanted to bring up. Let me just show you. I've seen things that here's the thing. You trade for years and you see oversold stochastics, and then once in a while you see something that you never thought possible. You see it 2 or 3 times. I've only seen it 2 or 3 times in like an entire year or 2 year period. So you have to trade for a long time. You have to watch price action day in and day out to eventually, you basically have to do this for a living. I used to dabble with trading. Like I used to think I could do it part-time. And you can make money like you can have a job and trade. I did it. But you can't become a pro trader. You can't start like backtesting analytics through your subconscious brain without doing this every single day. You know what I mean? You're going to get skills, and that's everything in life. Everything in life. You're a plumber, you work at it for 10 years. Every year you learn another trick that the guy didn't know. And then you get faster, quicker, you can do things quicker, you get more service, you make more money. Things aren't as hard for you as they were before. Someone else, this is the first time, they're falling all over the place. Same thing in life. I don't care what craft or profession it is. Do it every single day to maximize your gains. Oh, he even tried to take my pocket square out, the little guy. But at least I interacted with him today. He smelled me. He didn't bite me. He didn't pee on me yet, right? So we may bring him back tomorrow. I don't know. It's not as fun as the bird. The bird is like spot on, right? So look, what I'm talking to you, key is, watch this. Price action starts to pump here, doesn't it? See? Price action guts oversold. It pumps, it pumps, it pumps. I just want to show you these anomalies. Pay attention. It happened here and it happened here. Stay with me right now. The insight I can give you is going to change your life forever. Just stay with me and believe that you did find a gem right now on YouTube. You really did. You got lucky. You just hit the button and you ended up in the right place at the right time. Look at this. Oversold stochastic. Oversold stochastic. Yes, we had a pullback, but where did we pull back? Only to that previous little tight resistance. And you would say, oh, a huge dump is coming. We're super extended. We're in a bear market. That's a fake out. We're going to head up lower, right? We're not, that was our bottom. The divergence called it, and we got our push to the upside. We came back with the bounce here. The bounce, right? And then we were gone. Look, the stochastics would funnel lower, which this is an anomaly. Look, stochastics funnel lowers here, price funneled lower. Stochastics funneled lower here, price funneled lower. Stochastics funneled lower here, price funneled lower. Same thing, look. So 90% of the time, you're going to be right. Can you guess the anomalies? That's what I'm here for. I'm going to step in at certain days, certain times, and I'm going to be able to show you things that you never thought even possible, because you would have been like, but that's what, and everyone else is not going to be able to see this. You're going to have an edge on the market because you came to the live stream. Even if I had 1,000 people on the live stream, which I think I'm going to have today, it's bumping. We got 600 people here on the live, 291. Let's keep it moving, baby. But even if we had that, we still such a minority in the market, and so you'll still have an edge. Even if I had 10,000 people watching me, we're still a minority in the market. So look, it came back and bounced. If you didn't know your support or resistance, you may have been played, okay? Also, the 21 crossed 50 and the 80, and so that was a big sign. When you see a smaller moving average begin to cross, that's a preemptive golden cross. Look, a golden cross came, so after the 21 crossed the 50 on August 31st of 2021, on August 4th of 2021, you can see the the golden cross came about a month and 13 days later. You see? So these are preemptive ideas. And someone said, why do you use all the moving averages? Because when smaller moving averages, shorter, I call them shorter because the 21 is a shorter day period of average, crosses the longer one, the 50 and the 80, I'm getting insight. So look, didn't the stochastics funnel down and price funneled up, did it not? This is the anomaly that I want you to understand. This can happen. Here it happened again. Price would funnel up while we would funnel down on the stochastics. And you're like, but Sam, you use the stochastics RSI. You say to short the overbought every single time. I do. But how did you get out of this? How would you have figured this out? You would have switched to the smaller time frames. What I'm teaching you right now is gold, like absolute gold, all right? You would have switched to the smaller time frames. Let's go find that same area on a smaller time frame. Stay with me here. Stay focused. Most people are going to lose focus. They're not going to get the insight. Stay with me. Turn off all the other distractions. Really hone in with me right now. Honing in is how you're going to win, all right? So look, if we zoom back into the smaller time frame, you would have played this flag to get on out, right? Even though it told you the daily was done, and this flag would boom on out, right? Then look, this flag would make a move to the upside. You would come back and retest, but you would have made this flag, which is kind of a shallow, I call these shallow cup and handles, shallow ascending. It's an ascending cup and handle. See, it's moving to the upside, and then you would have taken the measured move, and boom, that cup and handle would have had you at a low. Had you just taken this little move, which was the length of this base. So by trading smaller time frames and sticking to the tiny patterns at hand at this point, the daily was telling you you're going to dump. It's over. You had bearish divergence. It wasn't good. But had you just stuck to your guns on the smaller time frames, you would have found your way. Okay? Now, eventually, it's going to come. The piper is going to come. How do you know that? You skip the daily and you go to a bigger time frame, like the 3-day. All right? Now, let's look at this. What was going on in the 3-day at that time? All right? The 3-day was extremely extended. The 3-day started to show you bearish divergence. Also, I eventually caught a bearish divergence here on the weekly time frame, and I knew that we had a move to the downside coming. Also, the moving averages started to get far apart on the weekly. So sometimes you can't use one time frame that you've used many times. You have to bounce around with the knowledge that you know all around. All right? That is such key information that I just gave. We should clip this out. We should put it in the learning library, and we should also make it its own video, Sean, because this insight is so key, and it really separates me from a lot of other people that do are analysts, and it gives you, it's the unique thing that's why people like this channel, right? So look, a death cross on the weekly never happened for Bitcoin on the let's look at the all-time history index first, at least. We'll give it all of its sauce. Really, let's see if it ever, I don't think it ever happened. Honestly, what happens is the 50 comes really close and it rounds right there. It comes really close. I mean, when the 50 touches the 200, that was our bottom right there back in November of 2015, right? And some bottoms are harsher than others. You know, I felt like that was our bottom and we were on our way out into the halving right before that nasty dump. Who would have thought we would have had a dump that big before the halving? I mean, that was a black swan for sure. Another thing that I keep showing that I was obsessed about in late November, right? I was flabbergasted when we went lower with the Sam Bankman-Fried. To me, that was a black swan. But look, you had swing up to swing up on the weekly chart. You have swing down to swing down. That is bullish divergence on the weekly. That tells you that should be your bottom. You should never go lower than that based on this indicator. And the last time we saw it was late 2015, like right in here, 2014. Like, this is a very rare signal on the RSI in price action. You do not see it, all right? Very rare signal. So that's just something I want to bring up and break down, all right? Very rare signal. Let's get back into Bitcoin. Let's get back into the charts. Let's show you what we need to show you for the day. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. But that's bearish divergence. What is bearish divergence? It's when you have a angle to the upside on the RSI with an angle to the downside on price action. The bigger the time frame you see this, the more substantial it is, the bigger of a move you should get out of it. Like, I think it's very simple that we should be able to get to this area here, 25,000 based off this bullish divergence, okay? What worried me was we really didn't have a lot. This was our last support zone. And everyone says we never broke our previous high. If you really look at it, the weekly candle closed right there. There is support at 16,200, which did hold, right? We wicked down below it a bunch, but it did hold so far. You can see we only wicked to it. The weekly candles really would close above it every time. That level was held substantially. Had we lost that level, I just didn't see why we would not go to 12,000. You know, there's just such a gap there. Same thing why the total market cap could have taken a nasty spill, and we could still see it. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I take this one day at a time. That is a death cross coming. That is a death cross coming, and usually when that happens, price action is above it. So we got to get back above the weekly chart on the 200 SMA for sure. Really, really big deal. All right. What do I see happening today for Bitcoin? I mean, this is a diamond pattern, in my humble opinion, that could definitely squiggle out and make a move to the downside. I would watch this diamond closely, okay? I may be the first person to spot this diamond. I haven't seen it I watched Jordan for 2 seconds this morning, so I don't watch a lot of analysts. So I guess I wouldn't know. But did anyone watch any other channels? Did you see the diamond out there? Someone else might have drawn the diamond. I don't know. It's not that uncommon to see this, but I usually try to catch it quick. So we're going to watch this diamond pattern. It is suggesting reversal. You have major bearish divergence here, right? 15 minute. I mean, that's nasty bearish div. As that swings to the upside and that swings nastily to the downside. So you have some bearish divergence too that we're looking at, okay? So I would watch this idea. Looks like we're going to go sideways for most of the day, in my humble opinion. I see sideways action for Bitcoin. Everyone's a little kind of like what happened with the CPI, which was good news. Let's break down CPI data. I already kind of gave it today to my trading group, but we could break it down here, right? PDF, HTML. So here you go. Transmission material of this release. You probably have all watched it already. Meet Kevin had it up. A bunch of people had it up. I was going to go live right when it came out, but I have my live stream. I didn't want to throw you people off, so I decided, hey, but I was like this close to pumping out live real quick. So the idea was it was going to be 6.5, and it is 6.5. So whatever, they made it. We were down 0.1%. Everything that we pay for is down 0.1% on all items. Food down, was 0.5, was at 0.3. So that's good, right? Food away from home, 0.2. All right. Energy is the food away from home, 0.4. Food was down 0.3. Food away from home, 0.3. Yeah. So you have food, 0.3, which makes food at home and food away from home. Okay. Energy commodities down 9. That's huge. Energy was getting out of control. Gas, all types, down 9.4. That's huge. NEC services down 16. This is big. Look, they were only down 2. They were up here. We were getting hit so hard in October. Look at that. Up 19% for fuel and oil. Horrible. Down. Look, we're balancing that off. That shows inflation is falling off, which makes the Fed feel like their interest rate is helping, which makes them maybe act even softer the next meeting we have, which could go to 0.25. This would create a space for Bitcoin to make a beautiful move and would help us out greatly in our market structure here as we kind of form this bowl out period for the bear market. In my mind, we should form a bit of a bowl here and begin to bowl. We could go lower on a wick. Anything could happen. 11.8, 12K. I'm not saying we can't. Okay. But for the most part, I'm DCAing into Bitcoin very nicely right now. Like I've been buying remember I bought one at 19,200. I'm only down $1,100 right now in the world's greatest asset. If it does go to 100K, 200K, I'll be able to say I bought dang near 3% of the bottom. Right? I also bought 15,000, 16,000, not a whole Bitcoin, but I was 5,000, 12, 2,000. Maybe I did buy a whole Bitcoin there. I just threw, I don't know. I honestly don't even keep track. Like I just keep buying it. Like $2,000, $3,000, $5,000. Like I have a vision. Like, I want 10 Bitcoins. I don't have 10 Bitcoins yet. I'm almost there, but I want 10 Bitcoins so bad. That's my goal. And then I want to turn 10 Bitcoins into 100 Bitcoins in the next bull run. I also want to use Tether and buy Tether, and I also want to buy little coins too. So I have a few goals here to achieve. I hope you guys can help me do it by showing up every single day, keeping me happy, keeping me healthy. You guys send me love every day. That has to help me. It keeps my mind right, it keeps me focused, and it keeps me showing up every single day. You all changed my life. It's so crazy because you showed up every day. I felt obligated to show up every day. We created this bond, the lifers. Now we have something together that we can move with. We can change the world together with. $99 becomes a very small amount of money once you start really changing your life and really going all the way. The reason why I charge $99 is I used to charge less. It created a different type of people in the trading group. People that put less effort, people that didn't care as much, and people that weren't as dedicated. The $99 I find is a great level of monetary value that keeps somebody focused and willing to achieve their goals. They're like, well, I already spent $99. I got to put in the effort. They spend $25. They're like, I'll be in the group for a month. I'll get to it. No. The $99 puts pressure on them to do the right thing. That creates progression. That helps me find the right people, and I change lives because I need all of you to change everyone else's life together. We do it as a unit. It doesn't happen one person at a time. It happens all of us at a time. You see what I'm saying? That is the key. All right? That's why I love what I do, and that's why I show up every single day. So we want to see this bowl out. All right? This is what we want to see. We want to see this bowl out. Look how nice it was, though. An ascending triangle on the weekly. That broke to the upside. You could have just traded the weekly. The weekly was bullish. See that? The weekly was bullish. That's a beautiful weekly candle. A beautiful weekly candle. And look, it got rejected where? The 21-day moving average. Price loves to come back to the 21. Remember, if we flip this upside down, it's kind of like a flag coming to the 21. So we still have heavy weekly resistance right here. We're coming up on heavy weekly resistance, 18,008. Remember the 8s? So now 18.8 is going to be a big deal. We get above 18.8, that's going to be a beautiful place to long. It also, look, it's a gap between the VRVP. You even have the gap here, 1-to-1. Tells you that you're headed to 19,250, 19,100. It's very, very likely, okay? It's very likely. So that's an interesting thing I never really looked at. I drew it up here. This is the all-time history index for Bitcoin. Might be a little off of your exchange every once in a while because it has so many amalgamated pieces of data. But this is the all-time history index for Bitcoin. All right. Who am I? Why do people come here every day? What's going on? My name is Samuel James Price. I grew up in Boston, Mass. My mom was a school teacher. My dad was an iron worker. I guess that's TMI. but I don't mind. I don't live in fear. I know God has me, so I don't worry. The idea behind this is this. I wanted to change my life at a young age. I started reading quotes by Mark Twain. I said, you know what? I'll never let my schooling interfere with my education. I started researching fiat currencies throughout the world. I realized that gold and silver were a good, viable asset by 2009. I started buying gold from Peter Schiff. Peter Schiff told me that the housing crisis was going to happen. Peter was the reason I started buying gold. Then I equated gold to Bitcoin. I thought that gold, you had to lug around, you had it with you all the time. It became encumbersome. Then you had to actually, hire some big firm to put your gold in a vault. How am I going to get to that vault when things get really bad? If there's a blackout, if something happens, you need the gold with you at home. But gold isn't safe at home because how much gold can you have? 50 grand, 100 grand? Can you have a giant safe? Then they come into your house, they put a gun to your head, they say, open the safe, man. I don't care how good the safe is. I mean, at one point, you're going to open the safe. So you either need full-blown security at all times with M16s and you know what I mean? You need full-blown security. You need to live in a gated community, full-blown security, and even then, it's so once I found Bitcoin, I said, man, that takes care of all these issues that I have because I started amassing gold and I was like, what the heck am I going to do with all this freaking gold? So then I started trading gold and silver on the Toronto Stock Exchange. That got me into trading. Then I found Bitcoin and now I'm here with each and every one of you. It's been a 15-year journey for me since I first started getting into investing and learning. So, and Peter Schiff hates Bitcoin and I'm like, Peter, you're the reason I buy Bitcoin, Peter. Can someone please tell Peter, you're the reason why I buy Bitcoin? I want to make a whole video about it one day. Peter, thank you for teaching me about scarcity. Thank you for teaching me about Bitcoin. You told me why Bitcoin is the best asset in the world. The only thing he won't roll over is because he sells so much gold. If he rolls over, he's going to lose so much market share. He can't give up. He's too stuck in his ways. He even hates on his son. Like the other day, I had to tweet him and his son, and I was like, Peter, why are you so mean to Spencer? Where's my tweet here where I came at Peter? Because he was like, you'll learn one day, Spencer, that, you'll figure out one day that, he literally hates on his son for being into Bitcoin. You know what I mean? I'm like, come on, man. Anyway, I'm not going to spend the whole time looking for... Peter Schiff, why are you such a eggplant to Spencer? I buy Bitcoin because of what you taught me. You sold me 200 ounces of spotted silver. He did, too. He did. I bought this can of silver from Peter Schiff, from Schiff Gold. All right? And a lot of the silver is spotted up. It really is, man. These are beautiful silver, though. I mean, I love my silver. Someone said I'm a silver stacker. I don't play games. I got the silver to prove it. I've been doing this for a long time, baby. I've been living in risk for a long time. I don't mind. I've lost it all and made it back so many times. I don't care anymore. I don't worry about money. I don't live for money. I live for energy, vibrance, and frequency. Money follows those three things very simply. So if you get your frequency up, you get your vibrance up, you're going to get paid. People are going to find you. People are going to want to work with you. You're going to be the essence of everyone else's creation. You're going to give them energy. They're going to be like, wow, I want to work with that dude. And they are going to work with you. And you're going to change people's lives. And you're going to see how amazing it can be. So we're going to watch this flag on the 1 hour. We have to give it its space, just like we gave all the other flags their space. It is what it is. Okay? So now that we're here, I'm just going to rebuild a chart real fast. And then we're going to jump into the super chats and jump into some other things. I'm just being more obsessive today than ever. So what I like to do is delete everything, even take away my moving averages, and I just look at price action. Also, this is a giant double bottom, and I pointed this out to my trading group a long time ago and even showed how we could get all the way to the next VRVP, right? On the daily time frame, it was really apparent to me. It looked really look, it looked really nice. See? That we could get right to this VRVP, and that's basically the measured move of the W, right? You take the middle of the W to the bounce point. You take your neckline. That actually gets us even higher, 19,800, right? Anyway, I want to figure out where Bitcoin is going to go today. And now I'm going to attempt to do that. I mean, I definitely see this as an ascending triangle. Looks better on the 4 hour because I have the candles to match up on my line, right? See that? Maybe a spike out the line, but it's clearly a resistance bar too. And it's funny how you don't see things till you see them, right? So, as we talked about before, clear resistance here for Bitcoin, all right? And we'll label it nicely. Clear resistance for Bitcoin. Shout out to Jordan Cameron. I got those squirrel nuts, man. Big boy squirrel nuts. The biggest squirrel nuts you've ever seen. It's funny because he said he has balls of a squirrel. As he was saying that, I said squirrel out loud. I was watching the show and I was like, I got balls of a squirrel, man. You know what I mean? I knew he was going to say squirrel, and he was like, it was pretty, I have to give it to him. It was funny. He was like, bears can't open nuts with their hands. They can't open the nut. That was just funny to me, man. Like, if you want to laugh, if you want to have a good time, check out Jordan Cameron's channel, man. He's hilarious. And he goes live every single day, just like I do. And he's from Massachusetts, just like me. 2 Mass guys. So what do you say, you know? I got to give him some love. He gives me the love. I give him the love. We've gone at each other a few times. We've had our little back and forth. But at the end of the day, we both know how hard it is to stream every single day. We both know how hard it is to be on YouTube. And at the end of the day, you got to give love to people that know your struggle, right? So that's kind of how I look at it. Oversold in the 4-hour time frame. You know, you beefed up. You gotta think that you're gonna come back down into this region and make some type of support move off of this point of control. Touch 17,000 one more time. Just like we were here, we went all the way up. Where do we have to come back down and test that 16,000 level just to make sure? That was that weekly support, 16,217, 16,300 that we showed you before. So I do, you know, there's a high likelihood we could break to the downside. What avoids that? I'm going to move my green zone up a little bit. Just what avoids that is if that flag that I drew on the 1 hour can make something happen, can make bacon on the beach. Okay. So we're oversold on the stochastics. So we have to give the stochastics their cycle. This could cycle back up for a measured move to 19,000. This would basically start completing my hypothesis that we would make it to the 200 SMA on the daily time frame. When I flip that back on, we're headed up to the 200 SMA. We would break in to this region of the high liquidity zone on the VRVP. So I'm not saying we're definitely coming down here. I'm saying it's a high probability, right? But there's a chance that we don't. There's a chance that we actually hold support here and make a pretty nice move to the upside. So we'll watch the 1 hour. We'll watch the 4 hour. Oscillators are getting a little funky now. It comes down to your support and resistance and your ability to see things that no one else can see. All right. That's where you're going to find your special sauce. That's where you're going to make it happen. So look, the measured move here would take us all the way up to about 19,063. All right. So that's on the radar right now. This is how we were able to make these last few ideas when it was really, really hard to figure out. Now we do have a bearish divergence, and I did show you a diamond pattern, right? I did show you a diamond pattern on another, where was it? That was, which one I'm doing here is Binance. I believe I showed you the diamond pattern on, was it? No, funny. I have so many charts open. But I showed you the diamond pattern. Someone might remember right now. Was it on KuCoin that I showed it? No. I bet it's USD Coinbase, unless I deleted it. Maybe I deleted it. So just the idea here that the 15-minute, just starting to kind of give me some diamond vibes. How you make the diamond, grab the path, and just slap a path on there. Just starting to give me possible diamond vibes, right? That's all. I gotta say it out loud. That's forming a diamond on the 15-minute. You're at a high volume node that could give you a little bit of issues here on the smaller time frame, the local issue there. See that? So, and it would bring you back down to this level, 17,329. Makes perfect sense, but it's not guaranteed. We're gonna watch the flag first in the 1 hour and see what it gives us. If you can get back above this resistance to 18,300, that's going to be the next big deal. So I don't think we need to really spend more time on Bitcoin. I kind of got it in a nutshell now. We're going to watch this flag come to the downside, break to the upside. If it doesn't, we're likely to head lower to the areas of support and resistance that I have labeled out here on Binance chart. So let's take a look. And then the bigger chart that I have here, we would hit this trend line, and basically that's something we would have to deal with. So if we lose this resistance, we drop here, we fall to 17,350. We could even fall to 17,100 on a wick. There's a point of control waiting at 16,850. I'd like to see us never hit that again, but only time will tell. So we're going to watch the 1 hour time frame. That's my trading style. I use flags and projections with alerts on the stochastics to figure out where price is going without having to stare at it. I also understand when price breaks out and breaks back in, the pattern is still valid. All right, that's something that most people don't. And I've back tested it and used it many, many times. Many of my traders have seen it in the trading group. So that's just something I want to bring up too for Bitcoin. So there you go. That's Bitcoin in a bit of a nutshell. I don't really think we need to do much more for Bitcoin. Let's just jump into the chat. I appreciate everyone who's been super focused. I can tell the chat has been focused. You people have been really learning today. I'm getting that vibe. Jordan loves nuts. You're funny, man. You should send that to him. Let's take a look at AIOZ and SHIB. These are super chats that people were asking to go over. I joined the Lifer Trading Group. It's so amazing. I was completely overwhelmed by all the gold-infused info at first, but steady consuming one bit at a time. Yeah, just pick your area. If I had joined, this is what I would do. If I had just joined the trading group, let me just take someone new in the trading group. You just joined the trading group. First thing you want to do is definitely watch the beginning ideas, these free guides. Definitely watch the free guides. Get in there, make sense of it, get it going. All right. Testimonials, read them, get excited. First thing I would do right off the bat, I would head right here to the learning library. I would scroll all the way up to the top and I would begin watching the videos from the very back, from the very, very beginning. We'd begin watching these videos, right? YouTube, right? Download, support, and resistance. Boom, boom, boom. How to long and short the market. This is super important because we're able to, you're going to see the market dump, you're not going to be able to make money. You're going to make money when the market goes up. And we have to have you knowing how to make money both ways. You can't only make money one way. You have to know how to make money both ways. All right. Unacceptable to only know the one way, right? So, and it also changes the way you look at trading because then you just look at movement like money. Instead of getting fearful when the market dumps, you get excited. There's money to be made anyway, so you got to change your whole mindset. All right. This just keeps going on. There's Fibonacci, support and resistance. There's all these little things you could print out. Liquidity on BOOKMAP if you want to get into BOOKMAP, which we'll take a look at in a second. So there's just so much there for you. And then on top of it, I would just start every time I post a chart or the elite post a chart that's nice and clear. Like this morning, what did I post? I posted this inverted head and shoulder for FTT. Looking pretty interesting, right? Like it could easily break to the upside with the measured move of 27%. I would redraw this. I would play it out. I would then over and over keep doing that. Yeah, we talked all about ChatGPT yesterday. We have a new segment coming out every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Every Wednesday at 7. 1,000 views on the video. Awesome. And it's starting to make some waves. 1,300 on the Algorand video. You did really good. Look at my team. In one night, you guys cleaned up, getting me an extra 3,000 views a day. And this is why teams are just unbelievable. You can't do it alone. And then together we're getting with my live stream and that combined 5, 6, 7,000 views a day and moving every single day, So we're getting it, baby. We're not giving up. We're going to get to that 40,000 sooner than later. I cannot wait. My good friend that I thought was my good friend used to say 50K was clandestine. He believed in me. I guess he doesn't believe in himself anymore. I don't know what happened, but it is what it is. Not everybody can keep it moving. Not everybody has it in them to keep it moving. Lifer is such a cool, calm, and collected teacher in class. I constantly rewatch it and see new things. It's a must, in my opinion. Timmy313 talking about taking the class. I teach class every single Tuesday. I bring it up on my live stream every single day. Come to class, 3 to 5:30, Tuesday Eastern Standard Time. Also the last Saturday of every month for the working people that can't get a day off of work. I get you. So I have a class from 9 to 12 a.m. the last Saturday of every month. Join today. Email Crypto Lifers, pay in crypto, PayPal, however you want to jump into class. Jump on in today. All right. So there we have the sauce. All right. Really not much else to talk about. I got the diamond for you. I got the bearish divergence. I got the flag that you got to watch. I got the levels that we'll go to. I gave you everything you need to know. I don't know what more you need. I showed you the VRVP on the daily. I showed you the 200 SMA. I brought up a bunch of different tips and tricks. Yeah, I showed you BTC pairs that were rocking it, right? AGIX, one of my favorite gainers, continuing to move to the upside for whatever reason. And let's take a look at the biggest gainer of the day, and look, I just called, wow, this thing just blasted to the upside. VYV. This was in the trading group this morning. I seen it. Let me see. I believe I posted it. Maybe I didn't. Did I not post it? Horrible if I didn't post that. Cat. Did I not post that? Oh my God. I move fast sometimes. FTT. Up at, that's yesterday at 6:53. Dang, did I not post this? I think I asked my team thoughts. As an inverted head and shoulder about to break to the upside about an hour ago, I made this, even came down for the retest, and that perfect place was the retest to get in. Unreal. How much did that gain real fast? And that's the biggest gainer too of the day, and I saw it. I guess I didn't put it out. Did anybody see this? Did I not put it out? I guess I didn't put it out. It is what it is. I made a mistake today. Above the point of control, tight moving averages. This thing had all the bells and whistles that I go for, and that inverted head and shoulder said you were going to break to the outside. 68% of the time, you're going to get the move. Bing! It's that simple. I mean, it's not. It seems simple, but it will come up over time. It'll make sense. Oh, these are the AI coins. Sorry. Let me go to the USDT pairs. Cat banged on him. I put this out to the trading group. Look at that thing. Bang, bang, bang. We do this every single day. This is insanity. I can't believe it. Look at that move in an hour. Nailing it for 46% gains. Shout out to the lifers, man. We win again. We win again, dude. Oh, my God. No, wait. That's the wrong one. Sammy. And honestly, I know it's crazy, but it had a cup and handle. I know, look. You're like, no, it didn't, Lifer. You're just too much. You're too much, Lifer. Look. Sammy cup and handy. And look, measured move is the wick. How I take my measured moves, whenever I get a cup and handle, I take the top wick to the bottom wick. I just started doing this. No one taught me this. Everyone else told me to make a bowl and go from the middle bowl to the top of the bowl. You might get a similar angle, but I take wick to wick, and this is what I teach my students. And look at that. Would you look at that? Look, and no stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. Put the stop loss out and everything. Like, this thing was spoon-fed, man. Like, anyway. But again, I just put out things that I see in my mind. Doesn't mean anything is guaranteed. It's just something that I see in my mind, right? But there's Cat. Watching Cat. 1 hour oversold. 4 hour as well. High risk. We have the 22-day overbought. But, you know, this can happen in heavy FOMO. Small time frames lead you to the clues. So I love this. There's your before, right? Look at that 1 hour. This thing was looking very vicious. And there's your after. This thing would blast to the upside. That's how these coins work. Bang, bang, bang. MACD had lack of bearish control. Lack of bearish momentum. Stochastics was ready to go. We do this every single day. Let's take a look at AOIZ, USDT. Shano, we did it again, Shano. We did it again, baby. You answered my EMA versus SMA question before I could ask it. Was curious why you choose one over the other. Thanks for the info. Anytime, my friend. Shout out to Chuck G. And honestly, traders just choose what they've used. Like, say I started a trading group and the guy gave me EMAs. I'd probably be using EMAs right now. Like my first teacher gave me SMAs, and I've been using them ever since. So, like, it just depends on what trading style you go for and where you go in. Now, so someone wants to ask about AOIZ. All right, let's take a look at AOIZ on KuCoin. I like to look at all my charts on the KuCoin exchange, just so you know. I don't like to look at them on the Coinbase, you know. All right. So we bounce off the 200 SMA. All right. You're at the bottom of your barrel. You know that. Like, you're starting to form, hopefully, a bowl for this. I like this project. When I research it, I believe it's a decentralized, like, YouTube, right? Has that idea. AOIZ. I could be wrong. I think I might be getting it confused with VIO. Hold on. Let me just take a look at what it is. I believe it's a something decentral. I think I know what it is. Yeah, it's a network. AOIZ, the hub for interconnected future. A network is a layer 1 blockchain with full Ethereum and Cosmos interoperability. That's huge that it has Cosmos in it too. That would make me want to get in. Using Ethereum virtual machine and WASM smart contracts. That means it has Web 3.0. That's WebAssembly. I keep telling everyone you want WASM. You want to go through white papers and look for WASM. Soon I'm going to be going through white papers and finding the best WASM plays. I know what WASM is and I know what it means. See, every single bull run, I find these keywords and I use the keywords to make tons of money. You don't have to be super smart. You just have to understand the basic tech and what is going to be used. Yeah, you don't have to understand how they're going to use it, like how it gets programmed and all that. You just have to understand the basic tech. So I understand Web 3.0. I can close my eyes and begin to see it. And I can understand how the coins need to be associated and how the backstory of their ecosystem needs to be built. And so I'm like, okay, if you don't have WASM in your white paper, then you're not ready for the next 5 to 10 years and you're going to fall off. So AIOZ has WASM. It also has Cosmos and Ethereum. That alone, see, most people would read this and not get the insight that I get. Leveraging multi-chain architecture with infinite horizon scalability, the next era of the internet. A network of CDN connects a global network of nodes to power a new decentralized media economy with optimal delivery speed, affordable low cost, unsurpassed streaming quality, unlimited shared bandwidth. the next era of the internet. So yeah, like, I mean, it could create a YouTube. It could create a streaming service. It could be the fastest thing we've ever seen. This is a big deal. AIOZ. I like this. I believe I started to, this is something I would accumulate long term. I think this is going to do numbers. It has WASM. It has the virtual machine. Dude, I think I just found something that I fell in love with. I usually won't buy something at the bottom unless I look at the tech. What I just saw right there, even in a glimpse, I'll have to white paper it, but even in a glimpse, has me a little excited for this project. It has the bells and whistles that I look for when I'm going into something. Anyone else here like AIOZ as much as I'm starting to like it? Now, I don't like the chart. It's beat to the ground. The daily is beat, all right? Like, it's beat. Likely to hopefully start a bowl here and start rounding off, and we've caught somewhat of a bottom. You're looking for a bullish divergence on the daily. You have it. The swing up here. That's a good sign. That could tell us that that could be a bottom here. Even though we are high in the daily, we could kind of start to kind of move sideways. Let's look at the smaller time frame, see if there's a scalp or something going on. I don't like the liquidity. The candles are not too full. A lot of wicks. That tells me I got to watch out. I won't maybe get orders filled as much as I would like. But we're forming this bit of an ascending triangle. You can see we did get resistance here, resistance there. So 3 touches on that line would be sufficient for a trend line. The bottom as well, above a point of control. I look for this to squiggle on out and maybe get a bit of a move to the upside if you want to trade it. I would DCA into this. 500 here, 500 there, amass 5,000 of it, and look to 10, 20x my money at least. I think this thing could do numbers from what it's saying it's connected to. And it does have a big plan, though. So can it achieve that goal? Or it wants to take over the world and the internet, right? So just something to think about. Shout out to the chat. Chat is bumping today. I wanted it at 16. It's at an 8. What is your favorite food? I want to know, everybody, what is your favorite food? Mine is lasagna. I absolutely love lasagna. Real G's move in silence like lasagna. Okay? Real G's move in silence like the gnome. All right? Just saying, you know. So, super chat, SHIB, DOGE, PIVX, and RLC. Who wants the Peter Griffin? Who wants the Peter Griffin? All right. If I get enough Peter Griffins in the chat, I'll do Peter Griffin. I got to get 100 Peter Griffins. I want to see 100 people write Peter Griffin in the chat. If 100 people write Peter Griffin, I will do the Peter Griffin if it gets you going, if you like it. Some people probably find it annoying and say, hey, man, if I hear that Peter Griffin again, I'm going to throw my shoe at the TV. But you never know. I got 1 Peter Griffin. Cat, baby, cat. Cat made my day, baby. All we got to do is we're done. We're done for the day. We traded cat. We can move on, right? I mean, boom, boom, shaboom. Cat for the win, baby. What a move, man. Cat for the win. Diamond should be coming up, bouncing around. We should get that bounce up on the 1-hour time frame. That flag should try to make a move. That's the probability. Let's take a look. Peter Griffin, Peter Griffin, Peter Griffin, Peter Griffin. All right, I mean, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 100. Peter G. Hey, get over here. Peter Griffin. Mark Wahlberg. Marky Mark. Babe, I've been a cop. I've been a fireman. I did it all. It doesn't matter, babe. All right? I'm going to get my brother Johnny over here in 2 seconds. He's going to tell you I was the best brother ever. And don't you ever talk about me like that, babe. To your friends and your little girlfriends. I do everything. All right? And when I come home and I fold my clothes, I fold my clothes nice. I'm Marky Wahlberg. All right? My t-shirts weren't neat last time I came home. And you know what? I thought they could have been a little neater, babe. All right? When I'm on set, everyone puts my clothes nice and neat. I don't know why my clothes aren't neat like I am on set. I played a cop. I played a fireman. I saved everybody. I was the shooter. Don't tell me. Don't tell me, babe. I can do this. I can, babe, calm down, babe. I got it. I got this, babe. I got this. Oh my God, that was the best Marky Mark you've ever done. Every time I just picture Marky talking, LOL. Can you check Doge? Greta Thunberg, you're funny, man. That is amazing. Give us Greta. I've never watched her talk. I don't know how she does it. No, now I can get, my good friend is here. He does the Peter. Yo, can you come on in? He does Peter. He actually is the guy who does Peter. Come on in, man. He just doesn't, he never wants to be on camera. All right, he's going to come into the mic. Here, take it. Hey, everybody, when I watch Crypto Lifer, I'm in Quahog with all my buddies. My mate is Peter Griffin. Hey, Chris, go to your room. I don't want you watching this Crypto Lifer crap. All right? It's for me and me only. Next thing you have more money than me, and I don't like that. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. All right? Me and Brian want to say hi. Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Hey, Lois, I think I'm going to grow a beard. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I love crypto. Crypto lifer. Wow, man, he does such a good job. That's amazing. That's amazing. This guy's unreal. This guy's unbelievable. He does it every couple of weeks. You know, you got to love it. And then we do the Marv. Larry Bird, back to pass. From downtown, all the way from downtown. Steve Curry from downtown. I don't even know that guy's name. I got to get the guy's name. We call it Marv, like Marv Albert, but I think I'm doing someone else, you know. Just like bacon on the beach, baby. Just like bacon on the beach. Dude, so we give you gains. We break down Bitcoin. We make you laugh. Come on, man. Where else can you get all this awesome sauceum? $2.99 on the super chats. 400 likes on the live, baby. Can I get the likes up to the watches? Baby! Okay, AIOZ looks like it could make some gains. I like it for a long-term accumulation. I'm into the project. I think that's something that could make bacon on the beach for sure. I would write that down as a long-term accumulation. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as such. You know, don't listen to anyone on YouTube. You can learn for sure. And look at the biggest gainer of the day, Cat, with the monster move, baby. How would we have not? Like, that's just nuts to me. That's absolutely nuts. Dude, biggest gainer of the day. We show you how we get it done. Top G on KuCoin. Let's go. No indicator needed. You see that? Did I use an indicator to do this? No. I use my brain. I am the indicator. Stop thinking there's an easy way out. There's no easy way out. It's every single day. It's hard work. It's constant. Every single day. Pounding, 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 pounding. It does not stop. It gets easier because you create indestructible habits. That's my new book coming out. Indestructible Habits. And I'm going to talk about making habits so strong that they can't be broken. The slight edge, doing the same thing day in and day out. Sammy, cup and handy to the upside, baby. Are you with me? Are you with me? I said, are you with me? We're going to take us to the limit, baby. We're going to the top. Imagine making 54% on your portfolio today, even on a small gain. Imagine taking 54% in only a couple hours, only in cryptocurrency. Unbelievable. I was all over this one too, but I guess I didn't let it out the bag. But I saw this one. Same idea. Inverted head and shoulders, smaller time frame. Bang, bang, bang. It's the ricotta cheese that gets me in, it's the ricotta, man. I just love ricotta. The ricotta. Look, I love Phoenix Dow. Had it in this tight channel. Look, that even had a shoulder head and kind of a line, like a right shoulder that just never ended. I've never seen that, an elongated right shoulder. But still, got above the point of control, tight moving averages. Did the 50 cross the 200? It did. You got a golden cross right there. 50 crossing the 200. Bing! I am with you. Super chat, SHIB, DOGE, PIVX, and RLC. All right. Stream is bumping today. We got people back in action. Bitcoin pumping. All the people that left the trading group are running right back in. They're like, damn, I thought we were going to 10K. Remember, join the trading group today. $330 for 3 months. And the course. We give you the course for $330. The 33. We give you 3 months of the trading group and the course. You would have seen Cat before it happened. You would have known about these things. You would have been able to understand what's happening. You would have been able to find gems on your own. We do this every single day. And again, if you don't know what I'm doing, if you can't understand it, take the course. It's $100. Invest in yourself. You'll have that information for the rest of your life, baby. The rest of your life. Okay? I'm here to help you. I'm not going anywhere. Trust me. That's why I show up every day, to give you that confidence, to know that Sam Price, the lifer, is not going anywhere. All right? When you have a question, when you need something, I'm here every single day. You're not joining some class. You're not putting your money into something where people don't care about you. We want to make sure you succeed. Super, super important. Okay? I was looking at ALBT recently. That was on my radar. ALBT. Alliance block. It did boom. Look at that. Didn't someone ask me about this yesterday? Golden cross. Boom to the upside. 8-hour time frame. Book your life vision trading course, 3 p.m. every Tuesday. You can't tell people what to do, Zachary. That's rude. See, he said, I love the Peter Griffin, but please don't do the Meg, go to your room. Honestly, you got to be able to laugh. And if you get offended and you're thin-skinned, I don't know what to tell you. I love you, Zach. You're the man. But come on, man. You know what I mean? Come on. Don't tell other people what to do. I find that kind of... I didn't tell you what to do today. You know what I mean? Except, like, love other people and be cool, right? But anyway, I don't know. People seem to think they can tell you what to do because they type in the chat. You know, defiance order, boom. But look, you could break this down to the 1 hour. Look at this flag. Look at the inverted head and shoulder. It was all over the charts. And that's an ascending triangle a lot of times. A lot of times there's bullish divergence on the left side of the inverted head and shoulder. Measured move. Bang, right? Dude, but we have the biggest gainer of the day. I'm super hyped about it. That's so cool. It had been a while. I was just saying today, man, we haven't hit the biggest gainer in a while. Bang. Happens over it. Hey, if you work hard every single day, you're going to get the love. Timeout Zach. No, I think Zach's one of my friends, actually, that I've talked to on the phone. I actually, see, that's what other one doesn't realize, too. I see so many names and people. Then I'll meet someone and I'll know them. Then they'll be on the live and they'll be like, dude, like, I know you, bro. And I'm like, yo, I didn't even realize. Timed out, Meg. Meg, go to your room. I had to do it, right? Oh, my God. I had to. All right. Let's take a look at the super chats. Let's get back into brass tacks. Let's focus. We're going to take a look at the DXY. Super important. We check the DXY every day. And I call the DXY making a dump. This was my target. Look where it went. How did I know it was going to go there? Why did it stop right where I put my line? My psychic? What is it? Well, I just drew a measured move. There was a little notch there, and you just start understanding the measured move. Like, that's the pull. I can't understand why I didn't make it any longer or any shorter. That was the pull. That's where we were going. 102. Then we boosted back up. We got boosted back down. That was just, and look, now you got resistance here, which is beautiful. Now you formed a resistance at 103, And I kept saying, I want to see this drop all the way down, baby. Keep heading down. My target is down here. Now we'll get a little relief rally, but I called the top of this. If you watch my live stream, I called the top. This is when I started buying Bitcoin, 19,000. I figured that this had to keep dropping. It was just weird. There was a time when this dropped with Bitcoin, and it threw off my correlation. It really did. It was kind of unfair to me because they had been completely inversely correlated for literally a year straight. I waited. I called the top. I found the 2-week had bearish divergence. I waited so patiently. I nailed it with the bearish divergence. I started buying a whole Bitcoin at this place, right? What's the best trade so far during this pump? I don't know, honestly. Gala X, man. Gala X was amazing. Facts, Timmy, facts. I mean, honestly, putting $50,000 into Bitcoin between like 15,000 and 17,000. Benzinga giving a Bitcoin $1 million price target by 2030. What do you think? I mean, anything is possible. I believe it can get there because inflation will accelerate this movement to the upside. So what is happening for the dollar now? I mean, the dollar is in a kind of an inverted head and shoulder here on the stochastic. It's attempting to get a bounce back to the upside. Let's get rid of these random circles that are unneeded. But the dollar was in a beautiful bear flag. Not sure if you looked at ApeCoin. Would you please? 1 hour bearish divvy. What do you think about the most and truly believe will most likely happen if you have a burning... Yeah, what you think about the most and truly believe in will most likely happen if you have a burning... Exactly. Every single time in life. I had a burning desire to be on YouTube. I had a burning desire to take over the charts. I had a burning desire to help people change their lives. I had a burning desire to help others. Anytime I helped someone, I got such an adrenaline rush. I used to be in New York City, and I don't like to tell the story because you're not supposed to tell your good deeds. But they were done a long time ago, so I feel like it's cool. But I'd be in New York City, I'd be waiting for the train, or I'd be walking to the train, and I'd see a woman, and she'd have like 2 kids or 1 kid, and she'd have a big carriage, and she can't go down the stairs. I carried every single woman's carriage that I ever saw in New York City Not once did I walk by a woman and not carry her carriage. And I would never hit on her, never look at her funny. I'd put her carriage and I'd walk away real quick just to let her know that I wasn't trying to do it to be anywhere near her or make her feel uncomfortable. Like I wasn't doing it. And so I would always, this was my whole plan. I would come up, do you need any help? Yep. I'd help her. And then I'd literally just walk 10 feet away and go on my way just to let her, just to feel comfortable that I wasn't trying to help her carriage to steal something. You never know because New York City is crazy. I did it every single time in my life, man. Superchat, SHIB, DOGE, PIVX, RLC, and APE. 1 hour beers, divot. Attaboy, Sammy. Shout out to Lifer Friend, man. You got to help people on your way. And I believe that's why God is helping my channel. And I believe that's why so many good things are happening to me because I never turned away from someone that needed help. I remember making a documentary in East New York. I dragged like $20,000 of my camera equipment to one of the poorest neighborhoods where I could have easily been robbed, killed, stabbed, or shot. When I got to the location, the kid was like, wow, like you did all this. And he's like, you're doing this for us and for like this community. I was like, I got to make a documentary. I got to help you guys. And he's like, dude, this is all going to come back to you in your life. He's like, everything you're doing is going to come back to you. This was like, I'm talking 15 years ago. And I truly believe every good deed you ever do does come back to you in time. I really, truly believe that in my heart and soul. You get blessed by every good deed you've ever done. So look, this is kind of, it's not the best pattern. It's forming a bit of a bowl. Do we make you're looking for the handle. I believe you're looking for this handle. Fibonacci handle to the 618. This could come down, you could even extend this a little bit. Does SHIB come back down, right? And retrace. Let's take a look at our 1 hour time frame. Everything's probably following Bitcoin a little bit. Interesting, SHIB has a cup and handle there in a way. A little messy. So I'm going to look at it again, Shiba Inu. First thing I always do when I look at a coin is I look at the biggest time frame I can find to get a sense of what's happening. We have a major resistance here at that 1393 area. We got the point of control. We got a beautiful bottom that we made a slight higher low on. So that's somewhat of a good sign. And this is kind of a cup with a long handle too, in a way. I've seen that play out. Whether you believe it is or not, like whether you believe this is a cup and handle or not, if someone believes it and it plays out, does it change? Does it make it not a cup and handle? Like if I believe this and this plays out, but you don't think it's a cup and handle, it doesn't really matter if you don't think it is. If I think it is and it does it, then that's my reality. And honestly, this helped me form my reality because I started seeing things that other people don't see and the trades would play out for me. And I realized that you just need to see it. You don't need everyone else to see it. And no one else has to see it the way you see it. I mean, you can't be drawing, like you can't be like, I see a diamond pattern here. And just like, you can't do whatever you want. Like there's limit. You got to learn the sauce. But once you learn the sauce, I mean, you might start seeing things that you didn't know existed. And it really will change your whole outlook. So this falling wedge could break to the upside for SHIB. Your measured move would take you to 1844. You have a big move. However, that daily, like I showed you, is overbought. But do we get the anomaly? Does the daily move up, down while we move on out? It could happen. It happens when you have heavy FOMO and things start to push. So I'm not saying it can't. I'm not, So then you want to zoom in and look at this smaller time frame and see what you got going on right here. And honestly, right here, you got the ascending, right? Now I'm seeing more insight. It's getting tighter. The 200 is behind that. Even if that's a scalp, that looks like a nice play to the upside. SHIB looking like a move here on the 1 hour time frame for about 13%. I would definitely watch SHIB. Lack of bearish momentum shows there's some gains coming. XYO price analysis. I think we did that already, but I could do it again. It's back. I know where it is. It's in a falling wedge. Came to the 618. It bounced back up about 30%. It's in a flag. We're going to flag it out on the 1 hour time frame and take a look at it. I already have exactly how XYO is in my head. I can see it in my head photographically planned out. I'll show it to you again, but I know exactly what it looks like. Okay, shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Boom, boom, boom. Sam is the being, very humble. This is what greatness looks like, people. It's just so crazy, man. Justin, man, you're nice. That's too nice. No, I mean, all right, so SHIB looks pretty nice to me. This is what just consistency looks like, in my humble opinion. SHIB. I'm not a fan of XYO. That's all right. I could trade it. On the contrary, bad karma comes back around too. So be good to people no matter what, man. I guess I'm cursed. Some Thomas Samanich. Justin Cassmore, good deeds always come back to bless you every single time. Shout out to my man JC in the house. Hey, God bless you and your kid. I got your message about your daughter. I hope she's out of that fever. Hope she's feeling wonderful. I said a prayer for her. I hope it is all good. Cat is at it again. Are you absolutely... You're pulling my chain, huh? You're pulling my chain, are you? You gotta be. Oh my God. This is when you have to go to the 1 minute and just like, look at that flag that broke out in the 1 minute. Basically try to retest, right? Boom. Measured move. 1 minute time frame. I mean, that's how you do it. You can learn. I don't like trading the 1 minute at all. I'll be honest. It's not my cup of tea. All right? I'm a 15-minute guy. I'm a 1 hour guy over here. You seen it. Cat, biggest gainer of the day, up 75%. Banging on him to the upside. Unbelievable. That's crazy. All right, let's take a look at SHIB doing its thing. SHIB could do the same, though. I like what I'm seeing for SHIBby. All right, and then I showed you the big picture for SHIB, too. In the long term, I believe SHIB and DOGE are going to have something moving. DOGE is going to pump because of Twitter. It's going to become a payment system on Twitter. You know that. It's going to happen. It's only a matter of time. Eventually, DOGE is going to become a payment system on Twitter. If you don't know that, we were playing this. So sad that we lost that when Bitcoin took the dump. Whole market kind of had to come on down. It is what it is. Let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame for Dogecoin. Let's take a look at what's happening. We'll zoom out all the way to the daily. Where are we at? 77. Of course, we're at 77. All right. Don't get me started on that. All right. So there's a big falling wedge. We're in a giant falling wedge. Right off the bat, you can see that this is a trend line that we need to break through. You don't really need to put the bottom one. We got to get through the top one. I guess I'll put the bottom one to see if do we ever come back down. Does Doge really break all the way back down to a negative territory? I don't think so. I love when the only place it could go to is negative. Usually means you find your bottom. This is another trick I learned. You know, because you're up here, you're doing measured moves. Down to here, down to here, down to here. Eventually you'll get a shape, you'll draw a measured move. It'll take you to negative 10. And you're like, we can't hit that measured move. So that's kind of has to be our bottom, don't you think? There's a good chance that we, usually in the middle of the year before the halving, you find your bottom. And then the whole year after it, you go sideways through the cup. So to me, this could be the accumulation times of a lifetime. Like everyone who's with me right now, this is where you build the bag. Like we are in some beautiful times right now. This is the greatest time to join a trading group a year before Bitcoin's halving. Greatest time to join a trading group. I joined a trading group in 2018, right? So I had about 2 years before the halving to get ready because the halving's when things boom. You don't have much time. You got to start joining a trading group. You got to take the course. If not me, somebody else. I don't care where you go. Please, for the sake of your life, get the education. I know a lot of people say you can do this on your own. You can. It'll take a long time. I did it on my own. Had I had a mentor or someone to teach me, it's just like everything in life, dude. People purchase things. They want to get good at those things. Like say you purchased a bow and arrow, and you had no idea how to use it. What if you went to bow and arrow school for a couple weeks? Don't you think it would help? Same thing with the trading group. Like if you're going to tackle trading on your own, you might as well join a trading group. You're going to accelerate faster. I believe you'll lose less money in the long run. All right. Yes, $100 a month, not $60 a month, but you're going to lose less. In my opinion, either you're going to get the greatest education ever, even if you do lose money, but you should start understanding the mistakes you're making, and everyone's going to point out a lot of the things that you're doing and help you on your way. Look, we're on a point of control here. Doge looks like it could make a bit of a move. The daily and the 22-hour are just spent. Like, they're basically useless at this point. I'm switching back to the 1 hour and the 4, and just lately they have been playing out like today. 1 hour and the 4 on Cat, and Cat would explode. We are at a resistance for Doge. We're going to have to get back above it. And again, to me, it's the same thing. You're just in this flag that Bitcoin kind of broke out and broke into. Doge wants to make a move to the upside on the 1 hour time frame. 4 hour also struggling though at resistance, So here's the deal. If the 1 hour can't break you out in the next 6-7 hours, you're likely to come back down to the bottom of this channel or to retest this level. But I do see Doge beginning to make a move. I believe I own some Doge. I think DCAing into Doge wouldn't be the worst idea based on what Elon is cooking up. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't do what I say. I may spark an interest in you, and you can then complete that interest with your own research and diligence. Do your own diligence. DYOD. That's my new thing. DYOD, baby. I'm changing it up. DYOD. PIVX can get on Binance or USD on Binance. Funny, you can't get it. I would have sworn PIVX was on KuCoin. Maybe I'm wrong. One of my buddies loved this project. He was all about it. right? Micropayments. I mean, it's cup and handling for sure, right? That's your cup. That's a giant handle. Did tend to break out of that handle. Hey, I saw a munchkin. I saw a munchkin. I see a munchkin. Hey. Hey, cutie. Oh, my God, she's a little doggy dog. She's going to bite me. I'm going to show you that gerbil. I just don't want her to get sick. Can't gerbils get little kids sick? I played with him on the live. He was jumping around. She's on my toe, babe. The doggy. Little kids, they watch puppy videos and then they want to be a puppy. My other daughter did it, like, you know. And she just runs around like on her, like a little puppy. And I act like she's going to bite me, hurt me, and run around. It's so fun, and she loves it. It's the best thing in the world, man. I'm happy today. We had awesome viewers today. The show went amazing. 13 minutes left. We're getting through the super chats, right? I didn't tell anyone to short Bitcoin, and Bitcoin popped up. I don't feel, you know, felt like we gave a really good analysis of it last night. I rewatched my analysis, too, before that pump with my wife just to double check. And I did say, hey, I wouldn't open a short here. I'd wait for the 1 hour to play out. And boom, did the 1 hour play out. So my little flag system would have kept you from getting basically fleeced. Check out Ziliqua, friend, Lifer style. Shout out to my man, Lifer friend. God bless you, brother. PIVX, RLC, and thank you for putting Lifer in your name, man. God bless you for doing that. You indirectly are advertising for me when you did that, and you used your own life, and, you know, I appreciate that. You could have done anything. You're the Lifer friend, man, so God bless you. I didn't really know what a friend was. I had to deep dive it. It does get on the ends of something that I'm, whatever. I just act ignorant to the things that but I think it's all based on good love and friendship, right? That's how I look at it. But it was Pepe, right? Pepe the frog. She's sitting on me now. She's sitting on my foot. She's on my foot. Oh, you want Labradorite, kiddo? Oh, that's a little heavy for her, though. She might drop that. That's some Labradorite, kid. Hold that. That'll help you. PIVX, make a move out of this flag to the upside possible. Also, I do have some news to get to today, too, as well, which I'd like to check out. Thank you, Jamie. The consistency is unreal, Jamie. Appreciate you. All right, we have a lot to talk about. Let me just jump through these super chats. So PIVX, I would watch this flag on PIVX. If it stays in this flag, you're going to get another move to the upside. I'm telling you. You got to break out. Whenever you see a flag after a breakout, 50-day crossing the 200, good chance that PIVX gets all the way back up to this level. I would not be surprised. I'm negating the 22 and the daily at this point. I think we're going to enter that anomaly. I believe the charts convey we could enter that anomaly status, but anything is possible. We'll go from there. One step at a time. That is a cup and handle yet again. I mean, I'm not trying to talk about it, but Sabby cup and handle to the upside. Okay. Super chats, PIVX, RLC. RLC I already discussed and went over. All right. In my trading group. I think I already went over today at the beginning of the live. The RLC BTC pair I did. I talked about this flag. It dipped a little bit, but that you could see a gain of 41% out of that little flag that I was looking at recently. So RLC. Let's take a look. Let me show you what I see happening for RLC. It's got a bigger channel at play. I believe it broke the channel, broke back in. That's my skill, is deciding when a pattern was broken and brought back inside. I mean, we could just do this too, though. And that is a trend that is forming. So this is how I look at it. I have the RLC BTC pair up in the trading group right now. I'm watching it closely. Looks to be making a parabola. All right. Like something like this. You see? Looks to be making a nice parabola to the upside. Okay. This is definitely on my radar. Now you have a heavy resistance here for RLC at 153. Where is it? 153.03. All right. But I mean, this thing has legs. All right. It's got to retrace like everything else in the market. If Bitcoin dumps, everything will dump. I want to make that really clear. You kind of have a rising wedge. I get it. Do you come back down and retest for the upside move? I like the BTC pair a little more at the present moment because I believe RLC will beat it up. All right. So I'm watching this closely. Not my cup of tea with the overbought 22-hour and daily. However, like we said, we just keep trading these smaller time frames. They keep playing out. So I'm going to act blind to the bigger time frame for now and I'm going to ride the pony till I get stopped out. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I think the time to short is over. Like, you had the last year to short the market. I believe it's time to start buying the dips, in my humble opinion. I'm going to start changing to the dip guy, right? I haven't said that yet. I don't like to say things till I really feel it, all right? And there's some other things that I need to see happen first. But so far, so good. We are beginning to get a bit of a move here, all right? So far, so good. Cat finally calmed down a little bit. Cambria, I don't know how many times that coin has popped. I've seen that coin is such a lovely producer for gains. Someone asked about XYO. I believe we went over it already, but I'll double check on it. So remember, I told you it was in a falling wedge. It had come to the 618. It had broke back to the upside. We're looking at a flag here on the 4 hour. Flag out that 4 hour. See, kind of a cup with a handle in a way. You want to wait for that stochastics to reset. This is my advanced course. I'm putting together the advanced course today. I'm going to start teaching the advanced course. So I'm excited for that. We'll probably start teaching that in February. So if you've taken the beginner, time to step up for the next one and keep you moving. It'll be the same thing. It'll be about a 1.5 to 2 hour time. Same pricing. And I'll just add to your, we're just going to go over into my, I'm just going to spend a whole hour and a half showing you how I watch things, what I go into, basically my special sauce. Because I believe I could die tomorrow. So I used to think I had to hide a lot of my skill and only give you 80% of it and keep 20% for myself. But I was living in fear. And I said, every time you live in fear, there's some holdback. So I said, I want to live in love and live in and just full blown give it away. So I really don't hide anything. I show you every single thing that I'm doing. I think it takes years to really figure it out anyway. And then by that time, you're going to be on point. So yeah, depending on the person, a really intelligent, someone with extreme work ethic and grinding, they can figure this out in 6 months. I tested it. Rainier, my elite, he figured it out in about 6-7 months. He's on point, but he figured it out quicker than anyone I ever met. So he's kind of an anomaly. He's he's got genius qualities, I guess. I don't know, but he can pick up on things fast, really fast. That's why he's an elite. I pick up on the elite, all right? And dude, your loyalty to me is unreal, man. God bless you, man. Thank you for everything. It means the world to me. It means the world to me. So Cardano, shoulder, head, and a shoulder there. You see it happening all around the market. We're forming these flags. You see? Head and shoulder flags with oversold stochastic. Tells me Cardano may make a move here. So we're at this stage where shorts are going to keep shorting because they see overbought stochastic, but they've never seen the anomalies. And they don't know how to trade smaller time frames and get themselves out of a jam when things don't look right. Eventually, your oscillators aren't going to work. You're going to have to rely on your ability to see the market. I'm telling you right now. It's going to be days where I don't care how hard you look at it. Look at even Jason Cat. I love Jason. He's awesome. Even some days he has to short and long, right? Because he's and that's what you do. No death, only lifer. Can you please check IMX? How about Filecoin? In the past, XYO used to react opposite to Bitcoin. Masterclass, can't wait. Shout out to Jamie. HYMC, gold and silver super chats. 1 hour bearish div on Zilliqua. Or which one was that? I don't know. Shout out to CNC Ireland. Thank you for the love. Shout out to all my blue crew showing up every single day, tirelessly helping out the channel, tirelessly giving us the love, being here every single day. We're going to take a look at Zilliqua too for you as well. So I could see ADA booming up to about 38.5 cents. I'm a long-term ADA holder. I love my Cardano. Right now I own 50 grand worth of Cardano. I really do. And so you can imagine that's how much I have right now stashed, 50,000. I love Cardano, baby. Let's go. I don't mind, letting you know how much I got because I love Cardano, baby. Shout out to Charles. I met him at a summit. You can actually watch the interview on my YouTube channel. It was quick near the elevator, but I did get to meet him. It was awesome. Let's take a look at APE USDT. 1 hour bearish div, said my man. The whole market has 1 hour bearish div, though. We already talked about that. We won't, boom to boom. It's kind of but nice call. You know what I mean? You might have just jumped on in. So swing down to swing down, swing up to swing up for sure. 1 hour bearish divergence is definitely there. You kind of made a move out of this ascending triangle. You see that? Which also levels up with this is extreme area of resistance and support. Look like all you got to do is have APE come down and bounce off of this level, 43.32 for a major move. So I'm watching APE here now. It's in that rising wedge. Let's break it down. Look for it to kind of flag out possibly. boom, get a bounce. That's also cup and handily, all right? You've got this cup action going on here that could make a move. You got a golden cross that occurred there. You're above the 200 SMA. Again, you're overbought on the daily and the 22 like everything in the market. But I believe we could get this anomaly here that will change the way we look at this. So also being above the 200 on the and getting a golden cross coming on the 22. So I do see a pullback. Maybe, hopefully we bounce right here off $44.30. So that would be a good place I'd be looking for. If we lose that level, I'd be looking for a bounce off this trend line. If we lose that level, I'd be looking for 279. However, do I see that happening? I mean, it could happen on the daily, but look at this beautiful double bottom with a higher low. Then look at the trend. Low, high, higher low, higher high. I assume you put in a higher low either here or here. Then I would ride that to the next higher high. Ape looks really good. I like Ape. I think Ape is something that can actually do big numbers in the next bull run. It's a new coin. Think about it. It came out in the bear run, so it's interesting. And it had its own little rally not too long ago. Remember when we traded 8 when it first came out? Came down. Then we nailed this thing from 4 all the way back to 7. We also nailed it down here when it first came out. This is when we really nailed it. I made this call down here somewhere at like, I don't know, $10, $7, and it would rip. How did we figure out it was going to rip? Well, I just drew this on it. And I'm a straight TA guy. I took the length of the pole, the whole length, because I know that's how the algorithm works. And that really, I adjusted it a little bit. But that's like, so I knew that we had a chance to get all the way up to 28 when we were right here hanging out. We also drew this as kind of a cup and handle. Remember Lysergic Jimmy? You were all over that, Jimmy. Shout out to Lysergic Jimmy. You were trading Ape like a fiend back then. I remember your calls and your looks and what you were doing. All of us were trading Ape. It was the coin to trade. Next week, it's going to be something different. We're going to always find the anomaly in the market. Today, it was cat coin. Cambria, right? Cambria. And I didn't post a lot this morning. That was one of the main things on my radar for a move. So let's take a look at Zilliqua on the 22-hour time frame. And again, forming the bowl, beginning to go. See, once you understand the bowl, you won't get caught accumulating too early. You want to accumulate inside the bottom of the bowl here. And usually you're going to come up, touch. If we do make it out alive, right? And Zilliqua becomes a new coin again. I gave up on Zilliqua. I'll be honest. I got in at like 4, sold at 8, and I never went back. I liked it. It had sharding. It has a lot of good stuff to it. It can really do numbers. I think there's something better out there with WASM. I want to do the new narrative, not the old narrative, right? And like maybe they revamp and they get up there, but so Zilliqua's been around a little too long. It's kind of boring to me at this point. I'm sorry if you love your Zill. Not trying to hate on it. I was a Zill head for a long time. Like a pill head, a Zill head. Like I thought that was funny. I just came up with that. But where are my Zill heads at? Where are my Zill heads at? Zilliqui, Zilliquam. It's so funny, man. So zooming in here, like the whole market's overbought in the 22. You know that already. You boomed up to the 22-day moving average. You know that already. And the key is to kind of study these ideas again. Look what happened the last time we boomed up to the 22. We got very overbought. We were right here. And look what happened. We were overbought. Did it matter? No. The market just ripped, even though we went down. So I believe we could be in this anomalic period here where, look, the stochastics ended up going down, but we blasted to the upside. It happens when you get above the 200 SMA. Right there, a blast. Right there, a little bit of a move. Not huge. But we're doing it again. We're just, if we can hold a close a candle above the 22. Right now we can't, but if we can, a big move could come from Zilliqua. All right, I will say that. You have a bullish divvy here, swing down with a swing up here on the RSI. This gives you some hope. You got above this previous high. You got to hold this zone. If not, you're going to drop down to this low. Okay. And then just like smallish. This thing has just been crushed. And again, I don't like to get too euphoric in bear markets. Like, we're going to have to make sure big areas are going. Waiting on cats in September. Awesome. Please have a look at the Debt Box project in coin. I've seen some gains in coin and mining licenses. Please have a look at the Debt Box project in coin. Debt Box project. Thank you so much, Jake Menke. Jake, God bless you, brother. Thank you for the love, man. Appreciate you for jumping on in. Projects Debt Box, thedebtbox.com. The Debtbox is a central support and utility token for Debtbox ecosystem, which has a growing list of token projects. Each project will have a swap pairing with the DEP token. Other projects in the ecosystem are deflationary, with transfer fees to support the network, discouraging frequent trading. Because this is a token holder, will be encouraged to transfer their project token value to the debt token before transferring it and using the trading and liquidity. With the central role it plays on the platform, debt will generate demand as more and more projects enter the ecosystem and token projects mature. BGLD, Black Gold, is a debt box project supported by and linked to the physical production and safe sale of crude oil. Wow, by purchasing Black Gold software mining license and becoming a BGLD node operator, you're allowing Digital Licensing Incorporated, the debt ecosystem permission administrator, to support oil industry projects within the exploration, drilling, and physical production of crude oil with certain keys and benefits. Isn't that against the whole like green movement? I'm not going to make it clear where I stand. You know, the earth has been getting cold and hot for the last 100,000 years. I'm just going to say that. Like, it has been way hotter before. So Grow Token, the Fort Debt Box project, is launched and supported. I'm not saying I don't think we need to take care of the environment. I'm just, wow, so you can hold all these different coins. DGLD, digitally linked gold. Aluminum. Dude, this is insane. This is interesting for sure. I've never seen anything like this. This is completely unique. Thank you for putting this on the radar. Everyone, definitely deep dive this. And this is what I like. See, the live stream for a long was just me going over Bitcoin, blah, blah, blah. When we start to change and the market rips, people start giving us coins. We start finding out new gems that nobody knows about. This live stream can change your life. I know people that came to my live stream and literally learned about cake at 60 cents, all sorts of coins at certain areas. Look at Cambria holding its gains strongly at 44%. Unbelievable. So to me, Zilliqua above the 22 is great. It has to get above that. It has to get above this point of control. I'd be looking for a boom up and then some type of flag to the downside. This would be a great place to get in for a move on out. That would be your safest play, in my humble opinion, somewhere at a retest of 28.45. All right. And that's Zilliqua in a bit of a nutshell. 1202. No. I bought licenses for $1,000 each, and now they are selling for $4,000 a piece. Are you kidding me? Dude. So he already 4x'd his money quickly on Debtbox project. Dude, I bought aluminum license in August, and they have gone up by 4x in price. And mining has been legit, dude. That's sick. Dude, I kind of want to, can you email my wife? Would you Zoom with me? I'd need you to Zoom with me and kind of explain this project. If you would take the time, I would take my time. I would really like to know. CryptoLifers@gmail. If you could send us your email, I don't know if you're in the trading group, but if you could send us your email, dude, I want to get down. I'll mine aluminum. I think that's a smart idea. Precious metals are going to go up in value. Everything is risky, baby. Whoever says Sam is a paid influencer is wrong. Never has Sam showed the token. Shout out to Thomas Semenich. Thank you for saying that, man. God bless you. Do you have a weekend class? I got work on Tuesdays. Yes, the last Saturday of every month. I teach class the last Saturday of every month for people that work on the weekdays. 9 a.m. to 12 a.m., jump on into class. All right, so the dollar index completely tanking. Let's take a look at ES1, which we know we're very, very correlated to. We talked about this cup and handle. We talked about getting to 4,000. Let's break it down. Let's look at our levels. So ES1 did break out of the flag. We made this little flag the other day. See this? Our measured move was to this resistance. We broke it. We then made this flag, and we did the funky bunk, right? Now it is, to me, also a diamond pattern. I can't negate this idea. You got a bit of a diamond forming here, which is a reversal pattern to the downside. That's a little worrisome for me, and I got to heed the diamond. It is a diamond. We saw the diamond on Bitcoin. We saw the diamond here on the S&P, all right? Did we get above the zone? Let's take a look here, all right? I mean, it's hard to kind of find because you do it on different time frames, but the daily, look, I'm going to get rid of my moving averages. It looks insane. I'm going to get rid of all these. This is the S&P right now, okay? Almost looks like we're almost retesting that top trend line, but I'll say we're still in it to win it, right? And I almost want to felt like we broke out of that, but I've been including it in like a broadening falling wedge. These can break out bullishly. They really can, but we just got to watch them closely, right? So this is our trend line, all right? Now we have major support right here, which we've had resistance, and kind of into this area too. Kind of, and again, we have the resistance. This is the pullback for the S&P that we've been doing. All right, we also drew a Fibonacci on this a few days back. And you can see that we're entering into the 0.5. We could go lower to the 0.6. But so far, we're hitting off the 0.5 pretty nicely and holding the zone, right? Again, the daily is getting overbought like everything else. Well, we kind of have this shoulder, this head in this right shoulder. that tells us there's a chance this could break on out to the upside. What I also showed about this a few times is it's a semi-cup and heady to the upside. That is a cup. That is definitely a handle, all right? And that is a blast to the upside, right? So we're watching this cup and handle. We got to get above the point of control when we zoom out really and look at it. That's a big deal right there, all right? Or we zoom in, I guess, too. The level that I'm looking at is this level here to get above, which is 41.71, and then this major resistance at 43.50. We get above 43.53, that's what I'm talking about. That's bacon on the beach. That will really change my style. One thing I'm also talking about and bringing out that I show every single day here is this shoulder, this head, and this right shoulder that could definitely break us to the upside again. That's confluence. You got two bullish patterns together that could give you the special sauce. I've done this many times. I've seen it happen. So now let's break down what I'm seeing here. So we got the breakout. This is beautiful. We got to make a high above this previous high. Take a look at our 4 hour. It's slumping and in a rising wedge here. Not the best sign for the S&P right now. And this is why it gets kind of messy, because then I start adding like the intricate lines. We go to the 1 hour. The 1 hour kind of says, hey, I could make the move. So the 1 hour, and this breaks down, this is Bitcoin's flag, right? So this is the flag that we're in for Bitcoin. This is what we want to see break to the upside for the S&P. This is where we stand. It is a diamond. That's the diamond that I just drew for you. So does the diamond take over, or does the flag break out? The 1 hour is really going to tell us. See, I like trading the 4 hour, waiting for the 1 hour to give me confirmation. If we break down, we're likely to head to this point of control at 39.15. So this is on my radar. This is what I'm looking at. All right, I want to see this flag play out and push to the upside. 1 hour could round and boom, or the 1 hour could dump on us. We take a look at our 15-minute, suggesting that we could stay in the channel, possibly get a bit of a move here. But it is a diamond, I have to say that. And so we're watching the S&P closely for that reason. The S&P drops, Bitcoin drops. The S&P pumps, Bitcoin pumps. They are definitely correlated. They are almost in the exact same pattern. You can see Bitcoin had a way bigger move recently, so that's kind of cool. You can see Bitcoin doing its own thing. The FOMO was real for Bitcoin, but they're still correlated. We're going to watch these two assets throughout the time. Super chats closed and all clear. Shout out to C&C Ireland. Awesome, man. Emery Thompson, Thomas Emmich. I honestly would do much unless you also cut out sugar and seed oils. Interesting, he's telling you. Start lemon water regime. I hope I started feeling better. Haven't in a while, man. Nice water fast for a couple days for me, too. The handle doesn't get left behind till after the pump. Exactly. Don't leave it behind. You're funny. All right, everyone. We nailed CAT. We looked at Bitcoin. We didn't get caught in that short. We did not get short squeezed. My entire group was away from the pain. All right. It's a really good sign that we're making our way. I'm going to look at BOOKMAP real quick before I get out of here. Best month I ever had for BOOKMAP. I just want to make it clear. Thank you to everybody that signed up for BOOKMAP. You're making my relationship with them really strong and solid. They believe in me. It works. So I really appreciate everything you have done helping me create that relationship with BOOKMAP. It's been amazing. Let me load up BOOKMAP here for you and get a look at it. Sorry I waited so long. Boom, boom, boom. BOOKMAP, pretty much flat, right? Pretty much flat, giving us a little more liquidity up to the 18,200 area, kind of giving us an idea that the 1 hour may even just kind of short squeeze a few people before that diamond decides to come on down. Even if the diamond is legit, all right, and real for BTC, like even how we could pump up, come back down. So like there could be a little pump for Bitcoin even with the diamond. Does CAT continue? I mean, look at this. I mean, that is a flag on the one, right? That's a bit of what I call an emerging cup and handle. I coin these terms. No one else does this like I do. It's my own little thing. But that's the emerging cup and handle, right? This is now forming a bit of a channel. It does suggest you may get a little more love here. You're oversold and pushing to the upside. Could CAT get another 20% out of that move? This is the 1 minute. I'd be very careful to trade the 1 minute. I personally do not trade the 1 minute. It's not my thing. It's a little bit of a divergence there too, because that's like flat and that's, they're kind of basically the same. But that says you could get another 20% gain for CAT. We'll look at that and we'll come back to it in the trading group. All right. I bought aluminum license. Dude, this is so cool what he's teaching us about aluminum and the debt project. That's really cool. Kind of like adding running to your routine. Won't do much if you eat a tub of ice cream every day afterwards. Yeah, you got to Is he stroking the cat or the hamster? Heat map is still up. Oh, my bad. Is he stroking the cat or the hamster? You're hilarious. You people are like uncannily funny. You're actually intellectually hilarious too. Like your jokes are not just your average joke. So look, a short squeeze starting to happen. So this is Cat. I just showed you the cup and handle for Cat on the 1 minute. Just something I'm looking at. Could it continue? It has some bearish divvy already. I mean, that's telling me to be wary of it. It's probably done. I would be out. Like that's, I want to make that clear. Just I'm always playing with the odds and looking at the high risk ideas. I live in high risk. That's I made high risk my life, right? Until it became regular risk to me. So what's really high risk to someone else to me is kind of just like, I've seen my account go up by 500,000, almost $1 million. Like it swings around. Like it is what it is. You give up on the like that being controlled by money. I'm controlled by frequency and energy. As long as those things are aligned, everything else comes into play. So you keep your money, you keep your energy and your life aligned, you're going to be fine. So look, this could follow. If Bitcoin keeps getting a move and the FOMO is real, EPK looks like it wants to continue here. That's another scalp. These are 1 minute scalps. I tend not to do this. I'm just showing you what I see. If I see it, I see it, And again, I highly likely won't trade these, but if I do, I'll let my trading group know. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I do have some news to go over. We might as well just do it. I'll get better at bringing the news intro in. Let me bring. Okay. Live screen, please. Unstoppable Domains and Ready Player Me team up to create interoperable metaverse identities. That's a big deal. Users who connect their avatar to Unstoppable Domains identity will be able to access over 6,000 of Ready Player Me's applications, games, and metaverses, in addition to Unstoppable 650p partner apps. I have 2 Unstoppable Domains. I got to get them going. I don't even know where they are. I got sent an email, and I never even hooked them up. I paid for them one day in ETH, like 100 and some odd bucks or something. I don't know what I paid. I think it was $100, but... So this is pretty cool, man. This is huge. This is how you get mass adoption into Metaverse Web3. It's a pretty big deal. People will want to do this. I want to do it. It gets me excited. So that's pretty cool news. Binance gets a thumbs up to trade crypto in Sweden as part of a European push. And also, I just teamed up with Binance.com. I cannot trade it, but if you can trade it anywhere in the world, I will have a referral link for you. Binance has reached out to me. I had a relationship with them for a long time. I would like to rebuild my relationship with them again. I think in the next 2 to 3 years, they will become able to be used in almost everywhere, and they'll become a regulated exchange in some way, shape, or form. If anyone does it, it's going to be Binance, so I stick to them. They were my #1 trading platform for over 4 years. KuCoin was my side sister platform. I had to switch to KuCoin about 2 years ago. They really stepped up their game, though. They got way more coins. They really started doing it, so KuCoin really made it awesome to do that. I use Binance, never had an issue. Yeah, I'd never had an issue with Binance. Not a hack, anything, So I love Binance. So if you're new and you want to open up a Binance, I will have a Binance referral link coming soon. But this is a big deal. Binance continuing to grow. CZ, one of my favorite people in the space. I believe he's pure of heart. I believe he's a good dude. He worked at McDonald's. So again, my instincts tell me that I can trust in CZ. My instincts told me to never trust in Sam Bankman-Fried. I knew he was in bed with Goldman Sachs before all of this happened. I already knew about Gary Gensler and the whole connections, and I already felt like he was too connected. I knew his mom and the super PAC, and I honestly never really felt like they were trustworthy, to be honest with everybody. I have to be honest. So I never got into FTT, if you remember. One time I made a 3 comments video about how I connected FTX US because they were happy about it. I put $50 there and never touched it again. I speculated on the FTT token. I put $7,000 into it. I sold it March 29th that summer for $4,000 because I saw the market was going to go lower and I wanted a write-off. So I basically never got caught up in the idea. Wow, we just had a breaking news here in BOOKMAP. We just had breaking news for BOOKMAP. Let me bring in BOOKMAP right now. Breaking news for BOOKMAP. We just squeezed some shorts here. We also, a huge order just came in for BOOKMAP right here. Just got created. 1,279 Bitcoins wanted to be sold at 18,005. Usually they do that to liquidate everybody here. They drag price up. They want to wrangle the shorts. I would be careful shorting right now. It looks like the shorts are about to get squeezed to 18,500. My 1 hour flag will play out. I mean, you don't see a big bar of liquidity down here that's challenging that fat order of 1,274 Bitcoins. There's a high likelihood we drag up. If they start dangling some orders in here to kind of piece it together, there's a high likelihood we get a move to the upside. This is BOOKMAP showing me the amalgamated data on Binance Futures and OKX, showing me where all the market is hiding their orders, right? There's maybe one guy, maybe a bunch of people. That was $18,000 got liquidated. I just said, watch out, you may get liquidated. Boom. Had you know how to use BOOKMAP, it would keep you from opening up shorts at the wrong time, save you tons of money. I absolutely love it. Also gives you cumulative volume delta, showing me how much more is on either side of the trade, right? That's all it is. Cumulative is a bunch of it put together. Volume is the volume, and the delta is just a ratio of what's higher or lower, right? So when you have more of one thing, that's the delta. The cumulative volume delta. People throw these words around trying to sound super smart. They're simple ideas. They're just kind of labeled with extensive vocabulary, and they're all, loquaciously described, all right? But you'll be fine. Don't worry. So look, another 1,000. They're starting to get these shorts squeezed. It's looking like a squeeze is coming up to 18,500. That was breaking news in BOOKMAP. Just had to give it to you right off the bat. Inflation slows again, clears a path for slower Fed rate hikes. This is a big deal. The consumer price index is fading, but inflation still poses a threat to the economy. But we have good news today. The 0.01% drop, like we went over, has been good. And that is the news for you. Shout out to everybody here. I'll do another Bitcoin update in a couple hours to the trading group. You'll get one at the candle close. We have a live stream tonight, a private weekly screen share that I do with all my lifers. It is worth the $99 a month. People say it's 4 times a month. Even that alone is worth the money. Jump on in today. I can't wait to see each and every one of you. Thank you for the 10,000 followers. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for interacting with me. I hope you learned a lot. I hope I broke down enough concepts as fast as I could and quick as I could with the detailed information, and you're doing well with your life. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you are already doing the right thing. Crypto is life. Have a good one. I'll see you on the next live stream. I love you all. Gratitude is the word. There's no words that I could say to each and every one of you. Hope God keeps you safe. Hope you have a wonderful day. And remember, you can, you will, you are the best. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. Today's going to be the day you start something big. I love you. Be safe.